Hello, TCH Live, and welcome to Texas Card House Dallas for this, the final table of the big one, the best weekly tournament in all the land. I am RJ Dupree, joined by my co-host, Mr. Eric Van Loosen. What's up, partner?
What is going on, man? Excited to be here for another fun Saturday tournament. We've got a really good prize pool. Last week was real similar. We didn't get to stream that one due to technical issues, but we are back up and running this week. A lot of familiar faces and big prize. Like I said, this is what we're playing for.
Look at that.
195 entries today. 58.5 was the prize pool. $360 buy-in, so really nice return on the investment.
Yeah.
Both second and first place for the second week in a row.
Yeah, maybe the third week.
5K, or five figures.
5 digits, yeah. Five-digit club for second place tonight and a $360 buy-in. You don't get to see that every day.
No, you do not.
195 entries. Look at that prize pool, 58.5.
All right, we're going to get after it. Zeus is dealing first hand. Here we go.
Zeus will not mess around. We are underway. It's hand number one, tonight's final table up the big one. All right, hopefully here in a few moments we'll take a quick peek, kind of analyze those chip stacks, see where some of our players are sitting here. This is David, a TCH regular. Good to see him making this final table tonight. He's going to raise it. Pardon me, he's going to make the call here as blinds are 20,000, 40,000. So Dave just calls with that queen jack. Now it's to the small blind. NRG.
Otherwise known as Mr. Nick Gwynn.
Nick Regulator.
Yeah, had some really nice runs at Choctaw last year.
He sure did.
Making another deep run here in one of our tournaments.
Rocking his Canadians sweater tonight.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, he appreciates the stars, but, you know, home is home, so we'll let him slide a little bit.
All right. Cut him some slack. Saw Miss Susan there in the chat. Thank you much for the love. We love you back, of course.
All right, NRG takes that down from the small blind, and we're off to hand number two. So as you can see there, it looks like our short stacks officially will be in seat number 7. That's Mr. Lizard over there in the 7th seat at 375, and Fuat there in the 3 seat. He is running a little short as well.
David in the under the gun +2. Ace-4 of hearts going to raise it up to 80,000, and FW Dragon just going to come in for a call with Ace-King offsuit.
That's the Fort Worth Dragon, I would imagine.
A little unorthodox there with just the flat for that min raise.
Yeah, interesting spot there. Now you get 3 players in this pot, all with quite a few chips here.
No case ace, but we do have a king and clubs. So
clubs.
Action flop to start us off.
Let's go.
Hand number 2. Let's go indeed.
So Doc here is going to flop the nut flush draw from the big blind. Fort Worth Dragon, after just calling in the cutoff with that ace king, he gets a king high flop.
Doc was excited to make a final table today. I know that. And he's excited with this flop here, making a call.
5 of hearts here. No help for Doc.
Wow, check.
Dragon still playing this hand pretty slow, and an 8 of clubs hits the river. That's going to flush out here for Doc.
Christmas coming early for the Cowboy in seat 6. 650 out there already. Smallish bet, 175.
Yeah. Value town to the max here, 175,000. Shows the goods.
Shows a flush. Heard a little grunt from the Dragon.
To the disgruntle.
Yeah, Mitchell A.
Of
saying it
Dragon.
Can't check that turn. You know, one could argue pre-flop we could have got a little bit more in there as well to make sure Doc wasn't coming along with that ace-4 of clubs, but that's all hindsight.
Hindsight, well, checked it a little bit for a little bit of control, and I mean, I guess it kind of worked as in that it only cost him 175,000 with about 700,000 in that pot. So, but yeah, I don't think I would have either. Hello to Mitchell A in the chat, by the way.
What's going on, Mitchell? Saw you out there on the tables. Hope you're running good.
Brad K, Mr. Stanley.
Brad
A lot of folks
K.
chilling in the chat. What's up, guys?
My man Brad saying it's not pronounced Nick. It's actually Nit Gwyn. Well,
Nit.
if you've played with Mr. Nick, Nit is not something he's normally going to go by.
Depends on which direction the wind's blowing. I feel like I've seen him both directions. I've seen him turn it up, and I've seen him in chill mode. Yeah, right. Mitch, flat was odd as well. Both players just kind of playing that a little bit passively. Doc happy to take down. Fairly juicy pot for our second hand of the evening.
Yeah, he was in position too, so that definitely was a little odd start there, but maybe just feeling out the other players at the table.
We're off to hand number 3 now, where Doc lands the best of it here with that 10-4, but it's just bottom pair, so it's going to be tough to figure out. Deuce here on the turn.
Full rainbow board now. And 10 ball coming on the river. We've got 2 pair now.
$85.
10 on the river here for Doc, landing 2 pair. Going to bet 85 into this pot. He'll take down another one.
Yeah, really hoping somebody had slow played a king there and let him get there. But hot start for the Doc. All right, so obviously a lot of familiar faces here. Fuat has made a lot of final tables here. David's made a lot of final tables, not as many recently, but he is definitely somebody who we have seen on many streams. Scoop seems like he's here
Scoop's
every
here a
other
lot.
week.
Yep. Lizard in the 7, Doc in the 6.
Yeah, Lizard, absolutely.
Who is that there in the 5?
80.
Go around from the 1 seat here. We got Mr. Rick there in the 1. Fort Worth Dragon in the 2.
Yeah.
Fuat in the 3. And, of course, the aforementioned Nick in RG in the 4 seat. Austin? 5 seat is Corey. That's
Corey,
right.
there we go.
Doggone it. I kept trying to think Austin. I knew Austin wasn't right.
Fort Worth Dragon, a.k.a. Gary, getting some love in the chat from Texas T. What's going on, Mr. Texas T? Recognize that picture. Diamond on diamond potential crime here. Lizard is going to let it go. Wanted to let everybody know that that is not an LSU hat.
Yes.
He is a Florida Gator, but he is definitely rocking the LSU colors
Yeah,
on that hat tonight.
I think it's a company hat.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
like a roofing hat or something. I don't know.
He's got the Gator card protector there. He goes by Lizard. 3-bet coming in from Scoop here to 325. Big chunky bet.
Yeah, in the big blind with that ace queen. Puts him in a good spot here to open it up in 3-bet. 325 to go. We'll take it down. Busting up that under the gun limper. Or the under the gun.
Under the gun raise, yeah.
Min raise, pardon me.
Min raise
yeah.
there for David. Came in for min raise with that suited queen jack. All right, Ryan over in the room playing some cash at table 1. How you doing, Ryan? Welcome.
Yeah, shout out to table 1. I was just over there spilling some hot tea or something a few moments ago.
Yeah, using a little different streaming service tonight, so we just have YouTube available. Don't get to see all the folks that are following us from all the other normal streams that we do. We normally stream on X and Twitch and Kick and all that jazz, but we're just doing the YouTube tonight. So thank y'all for tuning in. Help us out, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Let us know who you're rooting for tonight, though. You got a friend or family member on the table, this is your time. Give them a big shout out. Give them some good luck. There's our buddy Mark Woods. Howdy, howdy.
All right, Lizard is able to raise this one up from the button with King 10. Fort Worth Dragon limped with those deuces. He'll make the call. We'll see a flop. It's Queen Jack 10.
No club for either player and nothing going for the deuces.
Pretty good flop here for King 10 and the ace on the river. That'll give Lizard a straight.
Broadway for the Lizard. I think Lizard's a man that's seen a Broadway play or two in his time.
Probably.
He just hit Broadway, but I don't strike him as a big theater guy, Mr. Lizard.
He
there.
likes to do a little bit of traveling, an old baseball player himself.
Absolutely.
We've visited.
Y'all have had that talk a few times, yeah.
We visited a little bit about that, and he's traveled a bit, so I would take the yes if I had to. I bet he's seen one.
Have you been to Broadway, or
nope.
you flopped Broadway lately?
It's been a while since I flopped Broadway because I can't think of the last time. So
neither can I.
And I've not been to a Broadway show. I need to make that happen.
Yeah. Find you a nice girl and take her to New York City.
That's right.
Raise 85.
It's real cheap, I hear.
Yeah.
NRG coming in for a raise. And then click in a tickle, 85,000 with the ace-10 off.
There you go. Yeah, early position, ace-10 off. Everyone loves that at the final table.
Yeah, a few of the players with some shorter stacks, have some hands that you'd normally maybe like to call them in click, but like the Jack-9 of hearts, for instance, but that was put into the muck.
All right, so ace-10 still safe here, but Rick is going to pick up a gut shot there because ace-3, and he does hold the nut heart.
Yeah, a lot of turns that can help him out. That is not one of them. And wow, NRG with absolute air, just the ace high, feels like
boom.
He can get the player off whatever he's holding.
I'm under the gun. That's a good card for me. Let's bet it. Take it down. Nice
Bluffing
hand.
with the best hand there from Mr. Nick. All right, Eric Anderson coming in saying, good luck, Doc. What's going on, Eric? And R. Stanley saying, I played on one of Lizard's teams.
There you go.
On many of his teams, actually, says.
We got
coming in from Ormond, Florida.
We got a teammate in here rooting on Mr. Lizard. Very nice.
Good stuff. Fuat coming in here with the ace-10 of diamonds now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There we go. Ace-10 of diamonds again, out of position. Everybody's favorite hand. So he will put a min click and a tickle on it. And the uh-oh is because Nick is looking at some ladies here. He's got 2 red queens. So NRG, Mr. Nick will 3-bet it up. 215,000 to go here. And that's going to be about half a Fuat's stack when it gets back to him.
Didn't see any other aces going into the muck. Fuat, definitely one of our more aggressive players. He does just opt for the call here, but that's a good chunk of his stack. He's going to be left with not much.
Jack 5-4. No diamonds here for Fuat. Pretty good flop for NRG. So I think I heard Fuat check. Yeah, Fuat does check.
And Nick is going to jammy jam.
Jammy jam.
What discipline lay down there?
Yeah, and the blinds are looming here for him, so he will be down. Let's see, he's still got about 14 blinds left, about 13 and a half or so.
David saying, oh, 10 bullet Fuat. Well, we joked with our boy NRG Nick there in the 4-seat. He was excited to have this be a tournament. He didn't have to fire multiple bullets in.
There you go. Nice job, NRG.
But yeah, Fuat's known to get after it a bit. But with the prize pool this big, definitely still get value on multiple bullets if you can get to a final table and potentially win 15,000, RJ.
I could use 15,000.
I could too.
Folds around here to the button. Scoop let go of that ace and the cutoff there. Could have took a shot at the shorties, but elected not to. With that ace-6 off, we get a flop of ace-4-3.
Fuat hits a pair. Hard to hit a pair in this game sometimes.
Fuat's got a pair.
Got a big spade to go with it. And yeah, W Dragon is going to have to fold.
Yeah, pretty dusty flop there for Dragon.
We all know how that feels to play 5 or 6 of those suited connectors in a row and you get nothing. Not a single card of your suit. You know, it just seems like...
I played in a tournament the other night. I played in the Thursday night deep stack here, and I was thinking that very thing. I don't know how many, I don't remember the last time I was like priced in for a big blind or priced in for a button at a min click with suited connectors, and it worked out.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it seems like it's air every time here lately.
Yeah, even in the cash games, you want to get after it with those hands, but sometimes it's just not your night. You can't get anything going. FW Dragon with another nice suited hand here. This time more of a premium with ace-10 of diamonds.
Yeah, definitely a premium here at the final table. On the button, running a little bit lower on chips, so he'll start this hand with nearly 400,000.
Fuad is going to make the call with King Jack. And both players hitting a pair, two shorties.
Ace, Jack, 3. Fuat will check to the button. And Dragon's all in. The ace out there. What does Fuat want to do here? He will be at risk if he chooses to call. 235,000 behind here. Blinds are going up the next hand, so there'll be 20,000, 40,000 here. And he makes the lay down. Fuat lays it down. Nice lay down for him. But blinds are up 20,000, 40,000, so he'll be running pretty low. But
Yep.
he did inherit the button there.
Did
so
inherit the button, and he knows he's going to have a lot of free hands and some opportunities to just rip it and try to get a double up. So he's going to pick a better spot.
Britt in the chat saying, let's go, Doc. Derby D, what's up? Donkeys?
Derby.
What's up, Derby D?
He likes to come in and say hello, and then he leaves.
Yep.
Yep. He's not a watcher of the stream. I'm disappointed, Derby
And one of
D.
my very...
Stick around. We want to see you
And-
throw in a chat in about an hour and a half.
That's right.
Challenging you at
I let him off the hook a little bit because he has
11
one of my
p.m.
very favorite greetings out there in real life personal land. When I see him out there in the room, he says, "Sup, donkeys?" Just like a chat. I love it. All right, Lizard's waking up with the Cowboys here. He's got 2 red kings. He's going to make it 120,000. He's running awful low over there in the 7th seat as well. So he started this hand with about 455,000.
Nothing Corey can do there with the King 8, and Lizard going to take that one down.
Rags around the table, so Lizard will find no suitors for his kings. He'll have to just take it down.
Yeah, David, good question there. We were here and we were prepared to do a stream last week, and the good old world of technology just was not cooperating with us. Software completely crapped out, and couldn't get it going last week. And by the time we thought we could get it going, it was too late. We were down to like 4 or 5 players, and we just said, you know what, we're just going to not stream this one. But it was a good one. I think they chopped it 3 ways, so we don't like that on a stream anyway.
Yeah.
But some great players, though, were on it
I
last
could
week.
second all that. I was sitting in here ready to rock and roll, and didn't happen. But hand number 11 of tonight's final table.
FW Dragon trying to get in for a cheap price here, just making the call. It does allow NRG on the button to try to steal here. Puts in a pretty good size raise here, 130. FW Dragon, though, is going to defend.
10, 5, 8. 2 hearts here. Nobody lands anything. NRG still with the best of it.
Yeah, he's just probably going to rip here. Or put FW to the test for a good sized bet.
So it looks like he goes 65,000.
Oh, wow.
Pretty
small.
Yeah, goes small town here.
Had the ace of hearts in his hand.
But it's enough. That'll work. He'll take it down. No resistance.
So far we've seen the most kind of work and opportunity from Doc, Lizard, in the 4 seat, Mr. NRG. He's now extended his chip lead. He's now at 2.6 million. Only 3 players with $1 million plus. Everybody else at 600K and below. See up there in the top right corner, blinds are still at 20,000, 40,000, 40,000.
Yeah, this setup's a little bit different than the one we're used to. I was looking for those blinds earlier. Finally found them. They're up there in the top right.
Check. Check.
Both players with a straight draw, no pair.
100.
Rick's got the open ender. He's going to bet and get FW Dragon to let go of that gutter ball. Poker Monkey and Lego joining us. What's going on, fellas?
Lego, what's up?
Hope you guys are both out there running good.
Hello to Poker Monkey out there as well.
Brad wanted to know what I'm wearing. Want to tell him what I'm wearing, RJ?
Well, you're wearing a little bit of that Rain Power Fuel drink and your cappuccino because you spilt both of them.
I sure did. On the floor, though, not on myself.
Other than that, just looks like jeans and a hoodie.
Just jeans and a hoodie, buddy.
Texas Card House zip-up hoodie. Fantastic swag tonight.
Not normal that we get asked by other men what we're wearing, but that's Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little sus, but we love him.
It's funny you should ask Brad. Fort Worth Dragon here with pocket sevens in hand 13. He's going to make it 80,000 here, so that's just a min click. Fuat throws 8 deuce in the muck. Nick had 2 letters, but it was just a queen and a jack, so he's in the muck. Doc's on the button with pocket fives. What will he do?
You tell him, Lego. All right, battle of the smaller pairs so far.
Yeah, Doc makes the call here from the button. Scoop's got the dirty diaper. That's in the muck, so it's going to be a battle of the small to medium pairs here. Sevens versus fives. We're going to flop king, jack, 8, 2 spades.
And neither player loving that board. Doc in position, though.
Check.
3 clubs here on the turn. And neither medium pair loving this board.
Check.
We go check, check on the turn. We get an ace on the river, and that's
all the cards.
liable to bring some more checks out.
Check. Check.
Check and check. We'll go to showdown.
And this is how you win with pocket sevens.
Sevens are good.
On an ace, king, jack board. Have your opponent have an underpair
That's right. You
and
get
not
in.
hit.
That's right. Everyone says they hate jacks. Well, I love jacks when I'm getting it in against 8s, you know?
Absolutely. Nathan Johns, another fun player that has made some nice deep runs in this tournament and made our final table quite a few times. He's saying he's got Suju, otherwise known as Scoop, in seat 8 for the win. So who else? Who do you guys got? Hard to go against the big chip leader right now, Mr. Nick, in seat 4.
Yeah, the other night when I did make an appearance at the Thursday night deep stack, I went out with a min cash, and Suju, Mr. Scoop, was a couple players to my right with heaps of chips. So he was looking good Thursday night as well, as he normally is.
Everybody give RJ a congratulations for a min cash.
Yay! Min cash.
And I can joke like that because I fired 2 bullets Thursday and I didn't go anywhere. So
I would like to
I was done by 9:30.
I'd like to thank you personally for that.
For helping you
for that
get your min cash.
dinner I knocked out at Bubba's tonight.
All right, Doc going to take that one down with the king 10. Blinds are going to go up in about 40 seconds, but still at 20, 40, and 40. These are our final 9 players out of 195 entries today. So quite a nice run for all of these guys. We will put those prizes up here again after this hand, show you what they're playing for.
Yeah, not easy to get through 190 players or so, but under the gun here for Fort Worth Dragon, 2 red kings.
Yep. You never love waking up with a big hand like this under the gun just because you're like, crap, what do I do? But you got to put in something, and he puts in a 3X raise.
There we go, full 3X. He's going to make it 120,000 to go here. Corey Corey's starting to run a little low over there in the 5 seat. He's down to 380,000 in his stack. He's got pocket 5s. He's been a little bit card dead here, just looking at some dust since he's made it to this final table.
Doc, one of the bigger stacks in pretty good position, has a queen jack of spades, but decides to let it go. 3x sizing will definitely make you think about it a little more.
All right, so the dust is in the muck. We got forward dragon with kings, Corey with a pocket 5s, jack deuce 8 on the flop.
And he is going to waste no time.
The pressure is on. Dragon's all in. So Corey would be at risk if he chooses to call here with his pocket 5s.
Yeah, Doc probably thinking, man, I wish I didn't fold because he hit top pair, but he would have been in big trouble there. Nice hand for the FW Dragon.
Nice hand there. Nice lay down there for Mr. Corey. Now he is down to 260,000 here.
Blinds are up.
Blinds are up. So we're looking at new blind level, 25,000, 50,000. So that'll knock Corey down to almost 5 blinds. Fuat is under the gun here, and he has less than 5 blinds. So under the gun, he will rip it.
Rip City with the Jack 9
hearts.
Here we go.
And of course, we talk about often on these final tables, you want to kind of get it in when you get down to 4 or 5 blinds. You got to get it in under the gun, as opposed to on the big blind, because you lose that entire big blind ante. So it's definitely worth some money to make the move here pre-flop, and finds no resistance. He will take down the blinds and antes.
Yeah, I think if Doc was in just a couple later spots position-wise there, he would have made the call with the king-queen, try to knock out a player. But he just knew he had a lot behind him and just didn't want to have to risk more than what Fuat was jamming in there. So
seemed like there might have been some medium chances at going after him there. But yeah, like you said, just out of position and whatnot. Nobody wanted to do it. Nick's going to put the pressure on him from under the gun. Nick will raise it up with king jack.
Corey is going to get it all in with the ace 10 of spades.
So yeah, we've got a hand brewing here as NRG made it 115 to go, and Corey is all in for his 260.
Rick has the king queen.
And now it gets around to the button. King queen's all in. He's all in for a little more, so that's going to be a significant bet there. He's got 510,000 still.
Yeah. Nick want to get a count on both of these stacks. Want to know what the big stack is. Chance to knock out 2 players. Price may be just a little too high.
Yeah, so Rick rips from the button here, almost in a 4-bet fashion, and he still has 510,000. So that's the decision here for NRG. And he opened with king jack, and he throws king jack in the muck. Nice lay down there.
Yeah, gonna see he was in really bad shape too when these cards get turned over. Spades versus spades. Ace 10 and king queen.
All right, our first all-in situation of the final table. Corey is at risk with his ace 10 of spades. Rick with king queen of spades.
Oh, we get a spade flop too.
Still get 2 spades out there. 6-9-4, no help for Rick. 6 on the turn. We're gonna need a king or queen.
Don't get it.
It's a deuce. Ace 10's going to hold here for Corey. Nice double up for him. He needed it.
Absolutely. He's going to win.
About 500,000 there.
Yeah, plus the chips that Nick had put in. So a little more than a double up there for our 5 seat, who has now crept up to 4th place on this final table. So big hand there.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks hanging around that 490, 455, 620. Yeah, so yeah, if you can get above that 650 mark right now, you're going to pass a lot of folks here at the final table. We are liable to lose a few in this level. Blinds are getting steep.
125K just in blinds before we get to a flop.
So now Corey with his freshly stacked new chips, he's going to raise it up under the gun, making it 125,000. with king 10 of spades.
All in.
All in from Rick.
Gets over to that cutoff spot. Rick's all in again.
Back-to-back spots for Rick. And Fuat now waking up with a nice hand.
And yeah, Fuat's got only 235,000 in his stack, so he's probably just going to have to go for it here. You can't really rely on money trying to ladder up in this spot.
Well, it's going to get back to Corey here. He had already come in for a raise, so he's only going to have to call, what, about 120 or so more? 135 more, maybe?
Yeah, Rick's all in for 250. Fuat's all in for 260, so, yeah.
You don't love it with the king
gosh.
10. But, man, chance to knock out 2 players there. I might have got my gambling pants on and gotten after it there, but
he made it about 125,000.
makes the right laydown, but we'll see.
Yeah, he was live there. What was it, king 10?
Remains true once we get these cards out here.
King 10 of spades in the muck. So we're going to have a battle between ace, jack, and sixes. Ace,
Hearts.
7, 5, all hearts. Those sixes has a heart in it. Ace
Another
on the
ace,
river.
wow.
Ace jack's going to hold here.
Sixes were super
And
live there. Wow.
I believe that is a knockout.
Rick was open-ended on the turn and had the heart. Couldn't quite get there. Great tourney run there for Rick. Sorry we didn't get to learn a little bit more about you and watch you play tonight.
Yeah,
but
I've seen Rick in the tournament streets. He's been making some noise here, so nice to see him finish with a ninth place finish tonight. He will finish with a prize of $1,515.
yeah, great job there, Rick, and I'm sure we will see you again.
And yeah, Fuat there gets the elimination on Rick, and Fuat had Rick covered by a whopping 10,000. So that was 2 of our small stacks there battling it out. And just like that, we're off to hand 19, where Doc is under the gun with queens.
Yeah, Doc has had about 3 hands back-to-back that as a cash game player you want to play, but tournament a little different. This one, though, definitely going to get after it.
Definitely an easy open with the pocket queens, and he finds no resistance here, so he'll take down the blinds and antes, and now he is in the big blind.
Wild Hawk in the chat saying happy Saturday, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well. Howdy to you. Thanks for joining us.
I agree, Wild Hawk. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks to everybody for joining us here on a Saturday night. I know a lot of folks are out enjoying some St. Patrick's Day festivities, as that holiday is coming up on the 17th.
Yeah, I wore my St. Patty's Day outfit and everything today, and nobody's partying with me. Partying all by myself.
They pay him out too.
All right.
110.
Hand number 20, we're going to look at Scoop here. He's got an ace, king of hearts. He's going to open it up. 110,000 to go. Min click and an extra tickle.
Extra tickle. Pocket eights. Doc waking up with another fun hand.
So Doc's in the big blind here with pocket eights. Gets all the way around to him. He will make the call. We'll see a flop heads up. Ace, jack, 6, the flop. No eights, no hearts, but Scoop lands that ace, king.
A couple of our bigger stacks going at it here. Nothing doing, though, for those 2 eights of Doc. And he's going to let that go. Nice hand there for Scoop. Going to take that one down. We got Mr. Bill Burford.
What up, Mr. Bill?
Saying green beer for the win, and Lego sharing the TMI that he must have had a few green beers today because he's peeing green. Otherwise, Lego, go see a doctor. Bill agrees. Go see a doctor, Lego.
It's my kind of party, Lego. Well done.
It is Irish Heritage Month, though, so hope y'all are celebrating the new March holiday.
I'm just happy to see somebody is out there partying with me, so thank you.
I saw plenty of pictures today and videos of the parades going on down there on Greenville Avenue, and I'm too old for that mess. Want nothing to do with it.
I'm so old I didn't even look at the pictures, so you're ahead of me.
Looks like just a nightmare. And good golly, Doc is hot.
Doc is heating up. Corey was on the button here with an ace-4, so he raised it to 110. Doc is in the small blind with pocket kings. He will 3-bet with those kings. It looks like 325,000 to go. Lizard running super short over there.
Yep.
And he's got pocket 5s in the big blind, but he doesn't want to mess with that. Will not mess with that 3-bet.
Yeah, facing a raise, an open, and a 3-bet. He says, no, thank you. Doc gets no resistance again with his big pair.
Yeah, kings and queens and on fire.
All right, so we got Lizard, Corey, and David, our 3 kind of shorter stacks here, right in that 7 big blind up to about, what is that, 9 big blinds.
Almost 10.
Almost 10 big blinds. So it's going to be time to jammy jam here shortly for those players. Fuat waking up with a couple of 3s. He was our shorty there for a minute.
Yeah, he got a second lap of the button out of that, and then in that second lap of the button, he was able to bust out Rick, which gave him almost a full double up. So Fuat raised it up with those pocket 3s. 120,000 to go. Lizard, shorty in the small blind. He will just call with the ace-10 of diamonds. Scoop has a suited ace himself in the big blind. He will not just call.
How much do you have over there?
Pardon me, he did just call.
He saw 2 of the deuces fold there as Nick folded the deuces.
Thought I saw a chip that was bumping it up, but I did not.
Big flop here for Lizard. Diamonds.
Jack 8-4, 2 diamonds. Lizard's got the nut flush draw.
1.6.
He will go all in. Rip City here for Mr. Lizard, 235,000. Scoop's already in the muck with his ace deuce. He's out of there. So now it's over to Fuat.
Yeah, and Fuat, really thinking about it, he's probably putting him on specifically a hand like he's got here. That you just don't beat much when you've got the 3s.
Yeah, don't beat much. And now, after a little bit of deliberation, he is in the muck. And nice hand there for Lizard. Takes it down.
Here you go.
Yeah, probably got the full double up there without having to see a turn in river.
Cliff's notes letting us know that, yeah, the deck is indeed hitting old Doc right in the face. Even some of these hands he was folding were pretty solid hands. King, Queen, Queen, Jack suited, 10-9 of diamonds. So some nice hands to go along with his queens and kings.
So yeah, Lizard just went from like 300 and something thousand to 645 there. So he did basically pick up a double up, and he flew by about 3 players in chip stacks.
And look at that. We're getting a super chat. Somebody dropping us some tips in the chat.
Hello, Hamlet Hansen. Thank you for that super chat.
Greatly appreciated.
We
That goes
appreciate
to
that.
all of the crew here, production team, and us as well. So that is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much.
That makes Eric feel loved.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate that. Thank you.
Doesn't take much. David going to come in here and defend with a 6-5.
Yeah, fun little hand here. Dragon raised it up with that Jack-10 offsuit. David's going to defend from the big blind. 6-5 of clubs. So we get a flop, King 6-3. Turn here is a 7, so David with the best of it. He's got a 6 and a gut shot.
Yep. He doesn't want to check and allow FW Dragon to put in a big bet and push him off. He takes the lead and takes down the pot. So first one there for our guy. Hey, we'll take MX, we'll take US, we'll take anything.
That's right. Pesos or not, we don't care.
Yen, rubies, we'll take, or rupees, I don't know what you call it. Help me out, my Indian friends. I need some currency lessons. I don't even have enough of my native currency.
Yeah, right.
Surely don't know enough about
I barely have enough currency to know what this is called.
Exactly. All right.
Nice pot there for David. He needed one. He's been over there chilling a little bit. Doc here.
Still getting hit.
All
Got
the fire emojis in that 6th seat, and he's going to raise it up again.
This cowboy is on fire.
Ace-10 offsuit this time for Doc. He'll make it 110,000.
There's a currency called the dong. Well,
Indeed.
I could use a little more of that too. So
that is true.
Send some of that my way.
Check. Check. Check.
Fort Worth Dragon here lands 2 pair on this flop. He defended with that queen 4, gets flop queen 4-9.
What is a queen 4?
And now Doc has landed an ace here on the turn.
Yeah, that is spicy.
And Dragon has ripped it. He's all in for 350,000. Now Doc has to make the call because he hit this ace on the turn.
Needs an ace, a 10 or a 9 to knock out FW Dragon, who is at risk here.
At
all
risk.
in.
Nearly $1 million in this pot. It's a brick. 6 of clubs on the river. 995,000 now going to FW Dragon. That's a big pot for him.
Very nice pot there for our 2 seed.
And Doc will slide down just a bit. Still over $1 million there. His stack down to 1.2 million. Good for second in stacks here as NRG in the 4th seat at the top. He's still in the penthouse with that 2.4 million.
8 big blinds for Mr. Corey in our 5 seat. Blinds are coming his way shortly. And just like that, he is going to wake up with an ace-10. See what size he decides to go with here, as we know he's at least going to raise.
Yeah, let's see here. Blinds are 25, 50,000. He's got 400,000, so he is down to. Pardon me, he's down to. Is that right? Yeah, 400,000. So
8 big blinds, yeah.
8 big blinds.
Oh, and boy, is he glad he didn't jam, because FW Dragon now fresh off a double up, waking up with the Redbirds.
FW Dragon in the small blind here with Redbirds, ace and an ace.
Just those suspenders. We're about to go dancing. Wow.
So FW Dragon just calls here, which brings in the big blind of Fuat. Fuat has queen 4 of hearts.
Yeah.
So we will see a flop 3-handed here. Now Dragon's going to lead out 110,000.
I like the flat there. Brought in some extra chippies from Fuat.
Indeed, but Fuat here does connect a bit with this dusty flop. We get a flop of 2-5-6. Fuat has a gut shot.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give the 2 seed a lot of credit for having a big hand, but he's not going to make the call.
We know Fuat will be spicy from those big blind positions once in a while, but he's in the muck. Nice lay down for him. And Corey also makes the fold with that ace-10, and he's going to save.
And yeah, Corey just does not realize how lucky he is there with the ace-10. Is going to have to get it all in with just 8 big blinds if FW Dragon does indeed raise there. He chose to flat. That allowed them to play a smaller pot, and Corey is still alive to see another hand here.
Yeah, and then he let out. You know, very interesting there. You wanted to, if you were trying to check that small stack or trap that small stack, the lead out makes it awful tough on him. But he like us, is probably surprised that Corey didn't go for it there.
That was a fun hand nonetheless, though.
Yeah.
Could have gone a lot of different ways. The ladies are getting around. Scoop's waking up with them now.
Hand 26 of tonight's final table
here
at Texas Card House Dallas, and we got action.
We got action as ladies have neighbors, a couple of kings right next door.
So Scoop's going to raise it up with the queens, and David looking down at kings right behind Scoop. So Scoop makes it 110,000 with his queens, and David all in now. Rip City with his kings for 600,000. Gets back to Scoop. Scoop makes the call, almost disgruntledly, like he knew something was up. Something is indeed up. We're going to have kings versus queens here at the final table.
David at risk.
Ace 3-9 on the flop. Jack. So only a queen can change it here. No queen, it's the 3 of hearts, and kings will hold here for Dave. And he will pick up a pretty juicy pot here on the full double up, 1.3 million.
Yeah, and he's going to be left with just about 6 big blinds after that big tangle. But we've seen Scoop on many of final tables get super short and run up a stack, ladder up. So don't count Scoop out just yet. But big hand there for David as he's now our second in chips. I mean, we were just talking about how he was just kind of chilling over there in the 9 seed.
Chilling.
And boom, a couple really nice hands for him, especially that one there, though.
Yeah, we've got a few shorties here and a lot in the middle, so it's kind of a fun setup here as the players, there's really no room to ladder up. You've got to battle right now.
Yeah, and a lot of our shorties are about to get in the blinds here, so not fun spots to be in. Uh-oh, everybody's gambling now in the chat. I guess I'm going to have to get after it. Scoop is all in with the pocket fives.
Streamlabs got everybody juiced up in the chat. All right, Scoop's in there. Pocket fives from the low jack. All in for 325,000. Gets around to the button where Fuat has ace 8. He will throw that in the muck. And Nick is reaching for chips. He's got pocket 10s.
The tanks. He's got the Mitchapalooza hand, the 2 black tanks.
NRG makes the call here with his pocket 10s, so Scoop's going to be at risk.
Shout out to our buddy Mitch Lloyd. Mitch Lloyd's hand is in the lead still.
Ace Jack 8, no 5 for Scoop. 7 on the turn. 6 on the river.
Ooh, close.
Still no help for Scoop, and the 10s will hold for Mr. Nick. And Scoop will be eliminated tonight in 8th place.
Great job, Scoop. Yeah. He has made so many final tables, so he just keeps earning more and more buy-ins for more and more tournaments as he keeps making final tables.
He sure does. If we had TCH Live points, Scoop would be amongst one of our leaders for sure, so he'll be disappointed, but great run, Mr. Scoop.
8th place, again. 1750 going his way. Great effort today, Scoop. And our boy Nick now up to 2.7 million. Started the table with 1.8. So
NRG cruising over there in the 4 seat.
Yeah, he's got a new millie to play with.
Second stack of the table, Doc. He's been climbing rather comfortably so far.
Got it.
Queen 4 here for NRG. That's in the mud.
And a walk. 7-3.
7 deuce gets a walk for Doc. He is running hot.
How did he not know he had his opponent dominated to his left there? My goodness. Eric Anderson in the chat saying, stupid game, this little Streamlabs gambling nonsense. I agree, Eric. I can't ever get my points going. I think Streamlabs hates me. Maybe they hate guys named Eric.
I know what I'm beat. You were actually ahead. What are you talking about?
Silly game, silly game.
RJ, you didn't tell me that you've got us live on the TikToks, so thank God I wasn't picking my nose earlier.
Well, you know, I just was able to go live on TikTok, so I figured I'd check it out over there. And we have one fan. We have one fan.
So whoever you are.
That's right.
Shout out. And shout out to Atink.
Evidently, it's working over there. I don't know how that stuff goes just yet, but we're playing with it.
We've got Turkey in the house, Mr. Atink. How
what
you
up,
doing?
Atink?
Hope everything is going well over in Turkey.
All right, Ace, King, Jack, all diamonds here on the flop. We're 3-handed. King of Heart, the turn.
Nice turn for the FW Dragon. Anybody taking a stab at this is lighting their money on fire. Lizard's going to try it with bottom pair here. Got the jack. FW Dragon just going to
FW Dragon
play sneaky.
Landing trips here on the turn.
Is a heart. That is going to miss.
Check. Check, shut on. Check.
Yak is no good. Yakety yak, no good, as FW Dragon had the trip kings. Keeps building his stack.
Yeah, Lizard knew better there. Wanted to shut it down on the river. Didn't want to mess with it, and indeed his opponent had trips. 3 kings will take it down.
All right, Wild Hawk wants to know who's winning this thing. He's got to go with the cowboy hat, Mr. Doc. We had a vote earlier for Suju, but he just got knocked out. So let us know who y'all are rolling with. FW Dragon waking up with a couple of 8s here. Got a nice stack going. Corey getting super short now, having to fold another dusty hand. There we go. Graphics catching up a little bit.
There we go. Taking a second. I was going to say, I thought I heard something happen here, and indeed something happened. Lizard has pocket aces in the small blind, and he has ripped it. He's all in. 445,000. So he's down around 9 blinds here, so definitely time to move. And what better hand than aces?
Did FW Dragon just flat there with the 8s under the gun? Those are the 25K chips, right, RJ? The purples?
They are.
The blues.
The blues, they're 25Ks. And, yeah, who's in the big blind here? So, yeah.
David was in the big blind.
Yeah, David's in the big blind. So, yeah, he must have just flatted here with the 8s under the gun. And then he decides to fold. Not mess with the pocket 8s.
Good.
Did not want to race it out or be dominated, which he was. And so a nice lay down there for FW Dragon.
Yeah, bad timing for a little camera freeze there, but FW Dragon with a really nice lay down.
Some people would call that. I'd rather wait for a better.
That's all you told me, pretty much.
Brad saying Nick is #1. He's going to win. Cliff Notes saying Dragon's got a shot. And R. Stanley says if Lizard stays patient, he's going to win this sucker. Well, if he keeps getting dealt aces, might have a chance as well. Fuat is all in with pocket 6s.
All in.
Sixes.
Does show the hand, a couple of black 6s.
All right, no resistance for Fuat. 6s are good. Now, when Brad tells Nick that Nick is #1, I feel like he's telling him that he's #1 with his middle finger or something. Yeah, just for fun.
With the middle finger salute, you're #1?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys like to razz each other a little bit. Here we go. Last free hand for our 5-seat. Super short stack, Mr. Corey. Let's see if he can wake up with something. Second to last free hand, I should say. He is going to go with it.
All right.
Graphics catch up. Let us know what
Under
he's
the gun,
got.
+1. Whatever it is, it's good enough to rip it. He's all in there. He's got an ace and a deuce.
Acey deucey. Can anybody try to take him out here?
Very good timing, man.
Fuat says perfect timing. I've got absolute trash. Randy Moss, the 84. You got mossed, maybe?
Yeah, he is all in here for 165,000. So that is three blinds.
We might have to start that. If you bust somebody
And a
up
tickle.
with the 84, you get to say you got mossed.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
All right.
and Fuat's going to try it here in honor of you got mossed. He is going to make the call, so Corey's going to be at risk with his ace deuce,
yeah.
Pardon me.
Oh, I survived the
So
flop.
Fuat's going to need an 8 or a 4.
Survive the flop. Survive the turn.
Ace deuce.
Can the ace high hold?
King on the river, the ace high will hold. 8-4 does not moss this time. Corey gets the double up.
Alligator blood for Mr. Corey. You can't get rid of him.
Cannot.
Hanging around. Hanging.
That's a famous poker movie, I think.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I made that up just now. 84 is a good year, Cliff Notes, all right.
Yeah, I agree.
I was 4 years old.
83 was a little rough, but 84 was good.
84 Olympics. Summer Olympics were here in the U.S., weren't they?
L.A.,
Yeah.
I think. 80 or 84? Yeah, I gotta think that's 84. If my bad memory serves me somewhat correct.
You were what, 1, 2?
84?
Yeah.
Shoot. I was 6 years old.
6 years old, good God.
I was drinking whiskey already.
Yeah, that's how they do it up there in Okieville. NRG going to take that down with the 10 high.
There we go.
Somebody let us know in the chat. 84 Olympics, was that here in LA? There we go. We got a big thumbs up from our brother from another mother over there in the production room, Mr. Jacob.
Yeah, 84.
Shout out to Jacob.
Jacob's good with sports trivia. I am not.
I know I've seen some highlights from that one. That was a good one.
I've blabbered a lot of sports in my life, but when it comes to the actual sports trivia stuff, I'm not great.
You're just getting old, man. You're starting to forget stuff, you know?
Yeah, I've kind of, you know, I've ballpark crap my whole life, and that's part of it.
It's those badminton concussions you had.
Exactly.
Happy to count. Can we get a count on that?
Taking way too many shuttlecocks to the side of your head.
Outrageous.
Corey all in with the pocket eights.
My favorite hand. 88.
Oh, that's right. Lake Placid.
There you go, yeah.
Corey's still hanging around. They can't get rid of him. Wins another hand.
I do believe in miracles.
All right, we're at hand number 35. Just got the 2 eliminations.
30,000, 60,000 now on the blind level.
Next man out, 1990. Another good year, but the big prize there, 15,145, is what we're all battling for here. And Lizard definitely going to battle here with ace king off.
150. 150.
He's going to make it 150 to go.
Blinds are at 30, 60, and 60 now.
Yeah, that new big blind, 60,000. So make it 150 to go. Kind of rags around here, goes over to Doc. He's got 6-4. He's in the muck, so Lizard will get it through, finds no resistance, picks up blinds and antes, and just in time for his big blind.
Dragging a pot with the ace king offsuit there feels good, because it doesn't feel good when you get jammed on, knowing that you're going to have to get it in for at least a flip. More often than not.
Yeah, picked up blinds and antes just in time for his blinds and antes.
Fuat all in again. Let's see what he's working with. The 8-6. 1986.
There we go. Fuat's ripped it. 8-6 of clubs, trying to find a spot here. Doesn't want to have to land a hand, would rather take it down, and he does.
Looky there, looky there. Takes it down with the suited 8-6. Nice hand, Mr. Fuat. Cliff's notes saying, what kind of used car would you buy with this first place money? $15,000. Man, I don't know. I mean, I'm always going to go with value. I'm gonna grab a pickup truck because you can resell that sucker in Texas.
Yeah. Or might get an Aston Martin.
What size is that one going to be?
All right, FW Dragon raising it up here. Pocket 10s under the gun.
Our favorite person from down under, the Kiwi Special in the house. Hello.
Yeah, we've got Kiwi Special and a Tink in the chat.
Yeah, already mentioned a Tink coming in from Turkey.
Binary operation at this point.
Yes or no?
Going global tonight. Appreciate you guys checking in.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
There's our friend from Oklahoma, Mr. Dez, Poker RX. How
What
you
up,
doing?
Des?
How you doing? And JD, of course, saying he might try to find a 1986 Hugo for that price.
There you go.
Hugo, where you go, buddy?
Something with a minivan sliding door, please.
So disrespectful, folding the 7-9 suited there. The year of birth for me.
What? Doc had 78, I believe. 10-3 for the flop, 2 diamonds. So that's going to be top pair for Dragon, middle pair for David.
6.
So here we have some blind on blind violence. David's going to lead out after landing middle pair. Dragon calls with top pair. 6 on the turn here. Nice card for David. He'll pick up some equity.
Yeah, Dragon does not want to hit 2 pair. Dodges that bullet.
9 of hearts, the river. No straight for David. Dragon landing that 10 will be best if we go to showdown. Check, check here.
Yeah.
Showdown we go.
Good job by David just playing that small once he gets called once. Too much beats you on that board. Blind on blind. Crime. FW Dragon going to take another hand down.
So Dragon really on the climb here this last orbit and a half or so, and he's all the way up to 1.6 million, which is good for second in chip stacks now. Doc has dropped to third in chip stack, but he's still over 1 million. He's hanging in there just fine. Fuat now our shorty at 465,000. He's going through the big blind right now.
Yeah. Your 8 big blinds.
Lizards, you know, they get in the warmth and they kind of like go to sleep.
All right, this last orbit here, we've got a lot of dusty hands. Players folding to the blinds once again. FW Dragon with the 69 offsuit. And Fuat waking up with the 73 offsuit. So
dust on dust.
And I knew we'd get a Broadway flop.
Ace, Jack, 8. Big and healthy. So yeah, Dragon checks, and Fuat will have none of that. He said, this big old flop, I'm going to bet it, see if we can take her down, and he does.
Under Green Thunder, I believe that's a Dragon that he's put out there, maybe a Lizard, so maybe that's letting us know he's rooting for the 7 seat, Mr. Lizard.
More than okay with this skipping in,
my eyes have gotten to where I have no idea what that is.
Looks like a Dragon.
Okay.
So he's going for the Dragon in seat 2, I believe.
There we go.
The bearded dragon is technically a lizard, so you just never know.
Yeah, we got all kinds of things going on here, dragons and lizard wise.
No beard for this dragon, though.
Dragon on the button with ace king, gonna bump it up.
Yeah, Fuat is from somewhere over in them parts. Can't remember the exact origin.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Big flop here for the dragon. And Nick's gonna have to let the 7-6 go.
Ace king a winner here. He lands it, bets it, no resistance.
Thank y'all again for tuning in on a Saturday night when y'all could be out doing all kinds of other crazy things, but we were a little disappointed last week we didn't get to do a live stream, and loved coming back in today and seeing that we had just as big of a prize pool this week as we did last week. 5 figures for both second and first place.
Yeah, a little over 15,000 up top tonight. A little over 10,000 for second place. So plenty of cheese to battle it out for here tonight. Texas Card House Dallas.
Corey's like, yep, I was going to get after it with my king queen there.
Yeah, NRG really wanting to look at something decent there to take a shot. Instead, he looks at a 10-3 offsuit and just throws it in the muck. So Corey, running pretty short over there, gets a very welcomed walk.
I was gonna double you up, probably.
Maybe that 10 safety.
Maybe. That's what I'm
Young H, 1 kilo transfer.
$30,000, $60,000, the blind level here.
Ace 5 for the dragon. He is going to make the call. He's definitely tried to just kind of limp a few times tonight. It's worked out in his favor, at least one of them.
And this is the second time that NRG has picked on a limp, but yeah, he's utilized the limp strategy just fine over there. It's worked out in his favor for sure.
Appreciate the kind words, Mr. Cliff's Notes. Says, keep up the good work. You guys are crushing the live stream play calling.
Hey, thank you, Cliffs.
That means a lot. RJ and I have a blast doing it. I think we make a good team, and you guys keep us entertained as we're normally in here for several hours. So thank you guys in the chat for making this fun for us. keep us coming back.
Indeed. Kind words always help.
Big one. Yeah, pocket queens.
I have another card. I'll switch text.
NRG telling him is a big one. Pocket queens, baby.
I had a big one.
Here we go. Letting them know they're going to see it on the stream, but I love it.
Take like one of your cards.
Oh, here we go. Real check.
We don't have access to a lot of our normal little tabs that we can click on to throw out some advertisements, but do want to remind everybody in the DFW area that all month long we've got that 9 for $99 time special going on.
9 for $99.
You can buy one of those at either location every single day. Double up on that time promotion, save yourself $2 an hour. Fuat not concerned though. He's got a couple of jacks.
Real live jacks this time for Mr. Fuat. Raises up 160,000 to go.
Yeah, gonna put a little stank on it.
Corey's got an ace and a button. He will rip it. He's all in.
Doc's got an ace.
So Corey's got 500,000 now, so he's bumped up a bit.
All right, we have not been able to get rid of Corey. Fuat is gonna do his darndest. Looks like they are about neck and neck in chips.
About neck and neck. Yeah, Corey may actually have a 5,000 chip advantage here. All right, ace-7 versus jacks. 3, 4, 6. Corey picks up a gut shot.
Some life for the
and
ace-7.
an over.
7 ball. Little extra life.
Yeah, 5, 7, or ace.
Jack. Oh, wow.
So Fuat ends with a set of jacks here, and now we will actually see if Corey is remain with one chip.
We might have a true chip in a chair situation here. We've had close to it before with Bart Bogart getting down to about 1 or 2 chips and running it up a little bit.
According to the graphic math, he's going to have one chip left. And that's it. Chip and a chair left for Corey. He's got 5,000.
You're all in trouble now.
Letting the table know that they are indeed effed. They are in trouble.
Woo.
He's got a chip and a chair. Watch out.
They wrote a book about this story, and he's ready.
The dude maestro says, let's go, Doc and Nick.
Hello, dude maestro. What's up, buddy? I think he made a short run today just so he could go cash
over at Las
so he could pile up some chips over there. So well done.
Saw him doing that on the Facebook. What a cool name, dude maestro.
Cool name.
He's a dude and a maestro. That's like a deadly combo. I don't even know what a maestro is. It just sounds cool.
150.
It's master in Spanish or something. I don't know.
Dragon gonna raise it up, and
Ace
Fuat.
Queen offsuit for Dragon.
Did we just see discipline from the wild man, Fuat?
Fuat. I think he's had to lay down a couple of small pairs tonight.
Fresh off that full double almost, he's gonna let go of the 5s, no problemo.
Second time.
I mean, I knew I was kind of close, but I figured we were spend 10,000, so maybe 20. I didn't think of 5.
I'm going to show you 12. I'm going to gem there or just fold?
Poker Monkey saying he's run up a little bit of a stack with just 1 chip and a WSOP tourney, so that's.
Here we go.
Love hearing those stories.
Here we go, Mr. Corey in the 5 seat.
Uh-oh. Lego throwing a little shade your way, Maestro.
For the rally cat. Rally cat.
Maestro of
Out of
dudes.
control.
Maestro of the dudes.
Living the chip and chair story. He's got the rally cap on in the 5 seat. Love it.
Spells told for me.
I want a player to ask him if they can see his stack. Sir, can I see your stack? That's a must. Or it'd be really funny if he asked other players if he could see their stack.
Right.
Maestro is a music term. I should have known that. I'm a music buff. What am I doing?
Yeah, Maestro. $30,000, $60,000, hand 46. Corey gets a giggle out of that one. He has seen dust since he's gotten down to 1 chip and a chair. 10-4's in the muck. Lizard's going to raise it up in the cutoff with ace-10.
7-handed, that's definitely not dust.
How much money you have?
RJ knows a little bit more about a soft D than I do. So, is that how you say Fuat with a soft D?
Fuad. Fuad. I did hear someone pronounce it that way earlier today.
Fuat. I like it.
It was interesting. Didn't notice the soft D per se, but
All in.
Get a little stop and go.
Could be me, Panda. Could be me.
Probably not.
all right. Easy open there for ace 10, and Lizard takes that pot down.
Queen or higher. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Doug R. joining us. What's going on, Mr. Doug?
All right, still seven-handed. These shorties have been hanging on pretty strong, but Corey under the gun, 5,000 in his stack.
The full choo-choo.
Good luck on them.
The train has no cars behind it, though. It is a solo train, one chip.
All right, Doc's got pocket sixes behind him, so
Yeah, going to try to put him out of his misery.
see what he wants to do. He will raise it up a bit. 135,000 to go from Doc. Gets around to the small blind. Fuat King 6 in the mug.
There's the 6.
Nick-
NRG also going to make the call.
Nick
so
will defend here with King Queen.
Now, you'll have to remind the players as a dealer, RJ, you know a lot more about this. He doesn't have a single blind, doesn't have an ante. He's just got a single chip. What can he win?
Well, it's changed a little bit, and he's not in the big blind here, so he's under the gun. So he can win the ante,
Gotcha.
and so he will also play for 5,000 from each of his opponents. So 15,000 plus the blinds and antes. So he could turn that.
Oh, look at that. Right over.
Clubs, backdoor clubs for Corey, possible.
So we get an ace-8-3 flop here, and that eliminates NRG and his king queen. It's in the muck.
5 and a 5 only. And that is it. Corey,
Corey's out. Chip in a chair.
he is bled out. The alligator blood is
Didn't make
all
it.
dry. He is run out of blood. Players have knocked him out. He is going to finish in 7th place, taking home $19.90 for his efforts today, finishing 7th out of 195 entries. Great job there, buddy.
Nice job, Corey.
We wanted you to maybe make a little
Yeah, we
deeper run
did.
with that chip in the
We
chair story.
appreciate
but
him having a fun time with that. Being a
Absolutely.
good sport, chip in a chair. He made it, wanted to make it run, but to no avail.
But Doc one-upped him with the 6s and hit him with that KO punch.
So yeah, you were asking if you don't have enough chips to cover the ante, what do you do? And in the old days, you had the ante, but they've recently changed it now to where you don't have to ante. So you can put it in as the big blind and actually accumulate some chips. So that it's not as harsh on you as it used to be, but it is still not a fun spot to be. Fuat has big slick here, ace king. That's a fun spot. Raises it up, takes it down.
Yeah, because obviously in a cash game, if you have $5, you go all in for 5. You're only eligible for 5 from each
Right.
player at the table, right?
Yeah.
In this situation, you can get a few more chips because there is a blind and ante put out
Yeah,
there.
so he would have got 5,000 of his, so it would have been the ante of 60,000, 5,000 from Doc, 5,000 from Nick, and 5,000 from the small blind. So he could have gotten, what is that? 25 plus 60?
Yeah.
He could have turned 5,000 into
85
85. So yeah.
or 90, yeah. Good answer there, RJ. Ace King making an appearance. Back-to-back hands, this time NRG holding it. FW Dragon, again, trying to just kind of play a little small here, get in with some of these ace-9 type holdings. He is going to face a good-sized raise, though, from the big stack at the table. And shrinks up that ace-9. And very good lay down there.
There you go. That something to keep an eye on there. That is the third time that Nick has been able to 3-bet
Punish.
Dragon there, so we'll keep an eye on that line. And, of course, as we can see, it's basically just been the cards playing itself, proper play. But you never know as a player when that kind of gets in your mind and whatnot. You're like, why is this guy picking on me or whatever?
Trying to punish the dragon.
Yeah.
All right, Nick's been holding on to that chip leader spot since we started.
I've heard it called American Airlines.
Let's see who is going to give him a run for his money here. Waking up with another nice hand, King Jack. He is going to raise up another one. Doc with a suited ace-5 on the button. Decides to let it go.
The birds? No.
No birds. Showing the Cujo.
Just 2 face cards.
Showed it off. Very nice.
Gotta keep you guys
Lego somewhere over there is
Out of
just
control.
not happy. All these
But-
players showing cards.
If you do show a King Jack, that you raise with King Jack, and you take it down, when a suited ace laid down on the button is usually a pretty good time to show it.
Das is through.
And there was a suited ace on that button that was in the muck.
Doc ain't laying down the ace-jack,
No,
though.
no.
He's going to come in hot.
He's back. He said, I didn't need that suited ace. I'm still here. I'm still here, and I'm going to raise it up. Lizard's got a suited ace now
Yeah,
on his button.
Same ace-5 on the button. The tisk, tisk, tisk. And another ace-5. David now. Small blind.
Ace-5 of diamonds.
Getting a little short, but another good laydown. These players are doing a great job navigating some spots tonight, man. These are tournament regulars in our room, guys that regularly make deep runs in final tables.
Right. They know how to hang around.
And the flop we get,
7 deuce 6, 2 hearts.
7 high.
4 hearts here on the turn. Doc with the big one. He's got ace-jack with the ace of hearts.
Open ender for Lizard.
200.
200. Let's see what Doc decides to do. He's just got 800.
Fun little spot here. Lizard bets 200,000.
Got to be thinking, though, I've got 2 overs and the nut heart, but I am going to let it
There you go,
He
in the muck for
decides.
Doc. Nice play there for Mr. Lizard. Takes down a well-needed pot.
Yeah, would have been curious had Doc put out a bet himself with the ace-5 and just let it go there. Chose a little more passive route, and Lizard jumped on that. Bad Lizard. Naughty, naughty Lizard.
Yeah, Eric knows a little bit about that. And then, yeah, a lot of times when you have that, when your ace connects flush-wise with 2 on the flop, makes it a little easier to continue so you do avoid that scenario right there, it seems
Exactly.
like.
Well, here is a nice tangle we're about to get in here. 2 tanks for NRG. Lizard, though, with a pretty good hand here. Ace-10 of hearts. All right, Kiwi, get back to doing your thing. I know you love doing some cooking.
Yeah.
Making us all hungry. Talking about your cooking skills. FW Dragon going to come along here. King Jack. And there is the case 10 in the hand of Fuat.
So we are running low on 10s.
They wanted to go, Texas heads up.
They are all going to get after the big stack here.
Here we go, as NRG mentions, we are Texas heads up. Ace, 6, 7, 2 clubs. No one holding clubs here, but the ace lands for Lizard. So we'll see what he wants to do with 4 players in this pot.
300.
Gets checked to him. He's going to fire and should be fold, fold, fold. Fuat thinking this over a little bit, though. No club, just a 7.
Yeah,
just a 7.
Just middle pair here for Fuat.
Pizza, bro, how much you got left, man?
Dusty, Kilo, Dusty. Table 7.
Nick referring to Lizard as Pizza Bro, as the last time they played together, they shared a pizza. So he is now Pizza Bro.
Your new name is Pizza Bro. I like it.
Can't believe I'm folding pocket kings here, man.
Nick full of trash, telling him he folded pocket kings. Pants on fire, sir.
Pocket kings good? What do you mean I didn't have pocket kings?
Pocket kings.
Nobody believes
Just
him.
pocket tens. Kind of similar to that.
I mean, a pretty good hand, a middle pair. But
Yeah, that flops ace 7-6. So
clearly, nobody respected the raise, though. The open, 3 callers. They're all getting after Nick.
4 ways to the flop? What the hell you think they're calling me with?
Or in Texas.
I know, bro. I ain't got an ace. Someone's got a damn ace.
Yeah,
I
but
hope so.
with that hand being Texas heads up, pretty good chance somebody has an ace.
No good.
And RG knows that.
Mr. Crocky over here bluffing. You might-
Lizard takes it down.
And again, FW Dragon trying the lip here with the suited connector. He is going to get to see a flop
Yeah,
in
he's
position.
found some spots to get in there. Gets an ace deuce 4 flop. Good shot to the nuts.
Yeah, 3 would give him the super nuts.
Yeah, we found
Who out
that
has
out
one?
too.
Yeah, you have to.
Spade, no spade in any holding.
If you were easy here, it's closed.
Spade check. Uwat looking down. Nick might pretend. He said he had pocket kings last time. Maybe he'll tell him he's got spades this hand.
Well, I wanted to. He doesn't like spicy. I just ordered
And
regular.
Goes check, check.
check, check. So the queen high of Fuad will take this down if no one puts chips in the pot. Big stack.
That's too much information.
Here's your opportunity.
I don't think. Is everybody goddamn rushing me? Check.
Just for that, I'm going to bet.
Queen
No,
high
didn't
is the
bet.
winner.
Didn't bet. Queen high takes it down.
San Francisco waiter takes it down.
Bluff there, man.
Yep, first sneeze at that pot could have got it, but queen high good.
We're not in a pandemic, but please don't sneeze on the pots. Cover your freaking mouth. We have to say that quite often in a poker room, don't we, RJ?
Yeah, yeah.
But preferably cover your mouth with something other than your hands, which touch the chips right after.
Germs can often get sometimes crazy in a poker room. I'm sure the folks watching the stream are aware of that. I used to tell people that COVID originally came from one of those carts in a poker room. The food tray in a poker room.
Come on, Ryan, you know this. The queen with a tray.
But our staff at Texas Card House does do a fantastic job of keeping TCH locations rather clean for its players. So
This is true.
we want to appreciate those folks. Tell them thank you.
Perfect. Lego's got it, man. Old school. Sneeze right into that elbow. You don't touch your hands. And then you can keep playing, you know, and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if you're a little snotty.
Probably like 9 high, something like that.
I'm hoping our buddy Tejas joins the chat
But I tell you, it's
tonight,
no fun
'cause
as a dealer when you got to sneeze.
Tejas and I have seen a player drop an entire thing of shrimp and fries on a floor here.
No problem.
Pick it right back up and
Yeah.
eat it. Yep.
That's like a 12-second rule.
135.
Talk about building that immune system.
Bro, I haven't seen you play any hand minus sixes.
All right, on the button with a suited King 7 here for NRG. We are down to 6-handed, so that's pretty easy open for him. Suited King 7 raises and takes it down.
I can't show you, man. You're thinking
What a
we're long,
bully.
hard place on me over here.
No, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Got about 36 seconds left, and those blinds are going up again.
Holy kings, man. You gotta give me
Oh,
that.
R. Stanley. I've heard some stories about casinos and those folks that are addicted to slot
Yeah,
machines
yeah.
that they'll just sit in it sometimes.
That's probably a rabbit hole on YouTube video land that you can also go down. You might not sleep very well, but
Like that famous astronaut that drove cross country to chase after a scorned lover.
I think they
Depends.
sometimes those slot machine players will do the same thing that NASCAR drivers do.
All right, here we go. NRG waking up with
Big hands waking up
goodies.
here. NRG's got the goods. He's been able to open it up here a little bit this last orbit of the button, and he is rewarded.
Yeah, people probably going to start thinking he's opening pretty wide.
Pocket aces in the cutoff.
He is at the top of everybody's range right now. He's got the aces, got the goods. And his pizza brother is going to make the call.
Jack 7-7. Pretty good flop here for the aces. Not a terrible flop for deuces if you're a non-believer.
Yeah, Deuce is probably liking that flop a little bit.
115.
May come along for one street.
115 here from NRG. Wizards got the, I really don't believe you tap.
This hand must be the
Tapping the table. Don't show it, Nick. Oh, he shows it.
Just because y'all are pizza bros, he shows it off.
definitely double me up there.
Ay, ay, ay.
You're so tight, you only play 6
Yeah.
plus, right?
Yeah, exactly. I play something supposed to call this
Let him know he let him off the hook.
6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and Doc is on that massive heater for the first two orbits of this final table. He has slid all the way down to 650K, so he's gonna need a pot here rather soon. Blinds.
Yeah, and I guess we were talking about hygiene, so the question, what if a player has to go to the bathroom? You can go to the bathroom. You can leave the table at
Yeah.
any time.
Just raise your hand, ask the dealer, and they'll let you go to the restroom.
No raising hands. You just go,
Oh.
and obviously if the blinds hit you, they hit you. But try to be a quick
If I have that,
bathroom break.
I definitely.
These players will get a small break when they hit the 2-hour mark,
150.
Under the gun, you never get.
but they got a break before they got to the final table, so we're hoping they got all that liquid out of their system.
I'm about to need a NASCAR outfit myself in here.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't.
So Doc able to raise it up here from the cutoff with that suited king 6. Dragon in the big blind. He's got ace 4. He'll defend. We'll see a flop. King deuce deuce.
There's those deuces.
Doc landing king 6.
I was ahead. I had queen 9.
Wait, what?
King 9.
Doc has gotten a lot shorter, so no room for slow playing here. Bet it when it's good. Top pair, weak kicker. That's going to leave him with just 300K.
I thought we were at 1020.
No real draw besides the one overcard for FW Dragon, and he's going to let it go. What do you get when you cross a parrot with a caterpillar?
Parrot and a caterpillar.
A little walkie-talkie.
Wait,
Well, that is adorable, Doug. Not Doug, Rebel, actually. Doug, though,
You can watch the stream later.
spends a lot of time in Louisiana, so
Yeah. They got like,
if it flies, if it floats, or if
Yeah.
it swims,
they'll eat pretty much anything.
crawls, I think it was, they'll eat it.
And there's no such thing as a 12-second rule on the floor. It's like a 5-minute rule.
No, you're all wrapped up. No.
Let's just say Tejas and my jaws were dropped when we witnessed that man
Yeah.
eat that plate of fries and shrimp off of our floor.
I've seen some gross food stuff in the poker rooms. It's at times embarrassing to humanity, but we've made it. We made it.
All right. Just in time, Kiwi. A6 is all in. Our 9-seat, David, at risk here.
Yeah, he made that little run after chilling for a long time, and then he had to chill for a long time again. Now he's short.
There you go.
So he's ripped it for 405,000 with ace-6. Takes it down from the button.
He showed a card. I'm guessing it's the ace there. Would have loved to have shown the 6 there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like he might have just hit the
Flicked-
arms.
No, he flicked the ace
He did
over.
flick
Yeah,
one
he
up.
flicked it over.
All right. Got an ace. Not afraid to use it.
The first time I said I had the birds, I didn't have the birds. I promise.
I can't remember what. I mean,
I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
Yeah, cocktail sauce. The
Delicious.
I would say yes.
I
I
was
think,
super balanced.
I think that's an okay thing to eat, right?
I remember the truth.
Especially when you have a
Yeah, I think he said was the cocktail sauce spilled as well. And do you scoop up the cocktail sauce off the floor as well?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the spill.
Yeah, it's always safe to just, if it's wet, let it go. Well, that
Dragon here finding ace king, big slick on the button.
175.
get myself in trouble if I continue that conversation. So Dragon with the ace king. NRG with the ace 4. Let's go.
We about had a cappuccino in here off the floor earlier.
We did. We're still drying.
We thought about it.
I spilled not one but 2 drinks at the same time. That happened in like slow-mo.
Yeah, it did. That was awesome. It was terrible and awesome all at the same time.
Vanilla latte and rain energy drink on the floor.
I thought we would like lose people so fast.
Right, so if you're listening in table 1 over there, tell the girls to send beverages.
Yeah, make us a vanilla latte. Because we spilled 3/4 of ours on the floor.
Quit being effing nits.
Hand 60. Tonight's final table. We are down to 6 players.
Hey, on an ace-high flop multi-way. Come on, man.
Nick's still trying to convince the players that he had kings earlier.
Oh, yeah. You can see it on the stream. Speaking of kings for Nick. All right, Fuat's going to raise it up from the button here.
With the 9 triz.
9 triz. And Nick does indeed have kings. It was funny he was bringing it up.
Because he's got them now.
He's got them again.
He just kicked the 9 triz right in the goobers.
And he is casual over there, having a good time, smiling and laughing as he...
And unless we've got a card read error situation, the 9-3 is just getting a little TV time there.
Yeah. Yeah, Fuat will open up a bit when he sees opportunities, but a bad...
our boy Ryan
bad
coming
spot there.
Ryan, if you have us, buddy, if the waitress comes and you can say send a couple of vanilla lattes to the room, you are the man. We have some cash in here. We will tip the ladies.
Absolutely.
You are the man.
They know where to knock.
Rebel Poker just hitting us with all the dad jokes as he stayed up all night wondering where the sun went, and then it dawned on him.
It dawned on him that even the moon had eclipsed.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Jacob giving the thumbs down on that joke. Doc, though, he's got a couple of jokers, a couple of jacks. Right on time for the cowboy.
Right on time. Cowboy's looking at jacks.
Oh, and the lizard with the neaters. Thank you, Ryan, man. You are the man.
Yeah, maybe such low volume.
King 10-4. Doc is going to try to figure out where he's at here. Check the flop, which is going to raise a little bit of a alarm for Lizard. Thinking, am I still good here with my 9s? Has he got ace queen or ace jack? And he's just putting in a bluff here.
Yeah, a little tiny bet here.
A little tickle bet, but it's really a good chunk of Doc's stack.
I believe like 6-7.
Yeah, that's what's going through Lizard's mind here.
One heart, 9.
No draw.
And these two have they've probably played with each other a few times throughout the day. We've seen Doc kind of use this maneuver earlier, and Lizard may have picked up on it.
At King, man. I wouldn't lie to you.
He's going to move the alligator coming out of his eggshell to the left and check his cards again.
It's a lizard. For Mr. Lizard.
I thought you had the bird.
It's an alligator, sir.
The man has a lizard.
Prehistoric lizard.
Nice hand there for Doc. Jacks are good. Nice lay down for Lizard.
Yeah,
9s are in the muck.
He's creeping back up to the milli mark. NRG is just crushing, folks.
Cruising.
When he goes back and watches this, if he doesn't win, he's going to say that I jinxed him. But I'm just stating facts here. He's got 3.19 million. Next closest man has 1.28, and that is Dragon.
Math is math. He's been on the cruise control here up to 3.19 million.
7 deuce game not on, so Fuat throws that one in the muck. Ace 5 for the big stack. And boom, more chips going in the way.
Nice job, NRG.
Mr. Nick Gwynn, our buddy. People saying he looks like Eminem with that dark beard.
No one else cheered.
Somebody said Eminem's daddy, but I think Eminem is actually going to be older than our boy
Yeah,
Nick.
I think Eminem's beard is gray by now, right?
Yeah, a lot of color in that thing. Was it great transition of his look, though, right? We knew him as the blonde-haired, little skinny white rapper forever from Detroit. Next thing you know, he's got black hair and a black beard.
Yeah.
You got like 5?
Fuat going to raise it up to 165, and now Nick with a pretty queen jack, but pretty easy fold for him there.
I promise. 5 kings. Kings plus.
Here we go with David. Oh, decides to let the 4s go.
Speed my hand.
I got my yellow card on you. Let me use it.
FW Dragon making the call with the ace.
Ace 3 versus King Jack. We get a flop Queen 10-7 here. That's open-ended for Fuat. Deuce of clubs. No help for anyone here on the turn.
170.
Dragon wishing he had the ace of clubs to go with that 3 of clubs.
So Fuat,
Look at him. He is not a believer, though.
pretty good bet here on the turn.
He doesn't know, though, that he does not want to hit an ace. Spidey senses maybe tingling, though. Yep, he's going to fold. And nice hand there for Fuat, taking it down with king high. Well, somebody tell Nick that he sure looks good for 51 years old.
Looking good, Nick.
And Brad, remind Nick next time you see him that he is eligible to play the seniors events if he's
That's
51
right.
years old.
Yeah, just 50.
He can hang out with Tejas and Mitch, and
You'll be there here in a couple years.
yeah, a lot of these other folks that are in their 50s. I will be there in a few years, you punk.
You did too? I couldn't. Oh, man.
Pocket pair?
Pocket pair. You said pocket 5.
AARP started sending me emails about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it just,
Lower than 5?
that did not make me happy.
Check.
8 deuce, 8 deuce, 6 3, 7 deuce.
Woo.
Dusty hands.
Hot action.
And queen 10.
Queen 10 for Fuat.
Definitely premium compared to
Good
those
hand.
hands.
ID or to the limit.
Yes, I know. It's just like the rejam stack is like throwing me off. I don't know. That's the spot I don't know. I have floppy though.
Yeah. But I got open.
Yeah.
Is that us?
Oh, yeah, you
No.
do. Yeah.
Shout out to our friends in Alabama and Georgia, Tennessee. I hear
Stay
they're
safe.
having some severe weather over there
Stay
tonight.
safe.
Just got a couple of beeps on my phone.
Whenever we go fucking jams, always.
Pocket 4s were not jam worthy for David. He waits for a real premium here. Ace queen of clubs. The parking lot hand that knocked me out of my last bullet on Thursday night. He's going to see if he can't have a little better luck.
Red, doesn't have it.
Fuat thinking about making a call here with the king 9 of diamonds.
Okay, full. That's
He folds.
sneaky full.
Now it's up to Nick.
Yeah, David's in there. Ace, queen of clubs. NRG has 5-4 offsuit. Never a fun spot here. Let's see, how many blinds is this
This
nowadays?
would be good luck.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking about. Natural 9.
So not quite 6 blinds, but definitely over 5.
I thought ace.
Natural 9 in the muck
I
there.
mean, that's a natural 9 too.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking, but then.
Bro, I'm tanking
It
because
must
it's
be,
fuck.
it must be ace 8, not 4 5.
Because it's 6 big blinds, bro.
No, but since you're thinking like,
Bro,
I
if I
thought,
had
okay,
ace 8,
ace
I'm
8.
flicking it in
Oh.
there, bro.
If I had a nickel for
almost
every
call
time
you
the
up.
small blind and the big blind had that discussion in that spot.
About tanking. And, yeah.
Well, no, about you know, a short all in and the small blind trying to figure out if the big blind's going to do it. Yeah, no, you look like you were going to do it. No, you look like you were going to do it. Nah, whatever.
Somebody make
Nobody
the call.
did it.
Try to knock the player
It's
out.
like pocket 5s or 4s. I'm just
Awesome.
Parking lot hand or not, David was wanting to call there. Try to get a double up because he's not wanting to just take down the next prize. He wants that 15K up top.
So David did survive taking down blinds and antes, and to the next hand we go. Fuad has pocket 10s, raises it up from the button and takes it down.
Nice hand. All right, one more reminder, folks. This is what we're playing for tonight. Next man out's going to get 23.35. Those big pay jumps start happening right around 4th place.
Now you want me to jam with 3 dudes? Like,
15K up top. Blinds are at 35,000, 70,000, 70,000.
70,000.
175,000 in the pot before we even get to a flop.
Can I see you stack?
And I believe Ryan's magic just worked as we have a waitress at our door bringing us some vanilla lattes. Thank you very much.
You are our hero. Thank you very much.
no good.
The $175 deep stack, by the way, had 139 players in it.
Still going on?
Still going on.
Top prize?
Let's look.
5,400-ish.
Too late now.
Wow.
So they are down to 13 players of 139 entries.
Floor 29.
Hopefully you just get the one.
And yeah, 5,400 up top for that. $175 tournament.
Heck yeah. Great tournament. The afternoon tournament.
Floor
The
29.
one you're watching starts at 10 a.m. We do have another tournament that starts later in the afternoon for $175. And like RJ just said, you can win $5,400.
Yeah, shout out to our friends at Table 1, by the way, for making that happen. You the man. Thank you. All right.
All right, we got a little situation here. Going to call the floor to the table.
Situation.
Small blind, big blind gets limped around. Small blind, big blind gets limped around, and big blind.
I thought he raised, but big blind folds his hand after a limp around.
You know, but no, he's telling me that it's a penalty or something. Or, I don't know.
No.
Jacob is.
It's a friendly game. Hold it, facing action.
Yes, he folded for.
Well, he was the big blind.
He was the big blind.
He folded his big blind is the issue, and the players are wondering if he is going to have to face some sort of a warning or penalty, or basically just open mucking a hand when he's not even facing a raise. I understand. Kind of like folding out a turn, which he did.
Yeah. I mean, he folded in turn at facing against 3 players. I can understand that penalty if you're colluding with maybe 1 player, but
No, that's kind of why I just left it out there.
he's playing against 3, so I don't think collusion is an option there.
They're going to come a little slack. Thought he was folding to a raise, but all in. And that's going to be a really good card for FW Dragon as he goes from open-ended to now having top pair and open-ended. He is going to make the call. Doc is at risk.
All right, Doc's at risk. He's going to need some help here. A jack or a 5.
Does the cowboy ride away, or does he stay at the table?
Dragon's got a bunch of it here. Queen 10, 4 of spades, no help for the jack 5, and that will be another elimination here as Doc
835.
will finish tonight in 6th place.
Doc is indeed going to be bucked off the horse, but great job, Doc.
Great run for Doc.
If you ever played at the table with Doc, he's a true gentleman, great guy to play with, and the Cowboy will ride away, but we know we will probably see him again. He's going to take home $2,335 for his troubles today. 6th place out of 195.
Nice job, Doc.
Pretty damn good run, Cowboy.
You can see he was a little disappointed there with a little bit of that finish, but that is a sweet run with a nice payday, so hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you next time.
Over there for nothing. What type of baloney is that?
All right, so we're going to have a little deck change here. Down to 5 players. Here's a look at those chip stacks at the bottom of your screen. David the Shorty there at 580, Lizard 630, and those two have been kicking and scratching over there for several orbits. Blinds are 35,000, 70,000. Still for a few more minutes here. That is 175,000 coming out of your stack every lap of the button. Ooh.
Players are starting to loosen up, starting to laugh a little bit. Might have to listen to them, see if maybe they got some better jokes than Rebel Poker here.
No way.
Ooh, I'm going to raise it up with the pocket nines to 300,000.
Yeah, I'm kidding, man. You got the aces.
Put the reds in. No aces. No aces.
One ace.
We know you're not 5 or 6x in with aces. We promise you.
6x in pretty much there, yeah, with the pocket nines for Fuat.
After what I saw earlier, you limp.
Hand number 69, here we go. Our main man Zeus doing a great job dealing tonight.
You be coaching me over here, and I'm just playing next to you. I'm getting free lessons.
And just thank you again, Ryan, but I have not spilled.
Not yet.
This one all over the floor this time. I'm sipping my vanilla latte as we speak. Thank you, brother. NRG going to raise it up with Queen Jack. Down to 5-handed, so the 9-7 in the big blind might look to defend here.
Yeah, and here's that line. We might get to see more of it a little bit as we go down the stretch. FW Dragon versus NRG.
Mitchell A saying he can't win with King King because you didn't get this flop. King King 3.
This flop helps.
Dadgummit. Better luck next time, Mitchell. NRG can win with Queen Jack, though, because he's got all the chippies.
You know what? You seem like a good man. Thank you. I was going to go runner.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a fold button tonight, but he still somehow has 1.8 million in chips. Found some good spots to limp.
Yeah, he's been able to splash around a little bit over there and see some flops. And occasionally he just ends up with air and lets it go, and other times he's been able to pick up some decent pots. So it's worked out for him a little bit as he finds himself in the middle of the pack here and the final 5.
How many reds, C3?
I don't have any.
What a needle, bro.
Since you break 2 down, I didn't get even one. I didn't get one.
No red chips, even though he does have 1.5 million.
I love it.
Fuad will gladly keep that big stack of his and not have any red chips.
Don't give him the foul. We keep the reds on this.
R. Stanley, we have definitely had
He's going to win the tournament.
a lot of worse final tables, that's for sure. We've had some heads-up matches go where they check every street, don't raise. So we've had some paint dry
Yeah, it's been easy.
This one's been pretty easy tonight.
Easy crew to work with tonight. These guys have been active and seeing some flops and battling it out a little bit. The cards have been on their best behavior, really. We haven't seen anything nasty happen yet.
We did have the kings and queens battle earlier.
Yeah.
A couple other bigger hands, but yeah, have not had just some disasters. We know we're due for one.
There you go. Ryan's saying he's out of here. He's headed home.
All
So
right.
if you spill that one, you're on your own. Appreciate it.
Cheers again, mate.
Thank you.
So with the redraw, I was coming in with 3 blinds and I redraw it, and I get the, not the buttons, but the one behind.
All right, Button's in the 3 seat for Mr. Fuat.
Not even half a big blind.
Can I make a comment? Play better.
I play really good. I play really good.
10 deuce in the muck, queen 4 in the muck, over to Fuat.
Okay, bro. You can't do that.
10-9 in the muck. Yeah, Fuat's been on his best behavior tonight. That's a
Oh, man, it's
that's
so
a
bad.
button hand that we've seen be in his range
I like
in the
Bush to play a
past.
lot there. You got lucky.
This time it's in the muck.
8 deuce.
Told her not to
Lays
have 8
it,
deuce.
lets it go, and the 4s takes down an easy one.
Pocket 4s get a walk.
Push up?
You know,
All right, good pull, Nate. Thanks.
Rebel was saying his wife's mad at him for not having a sense of direction. So
Now
he
I
just
gotta
packed
look
up his
straight
things
line now.
and right.
Yeah.
But I hate to tell him he went the wrong direction.
If shooting, he's jamming there. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Fucking God.
All right. 6-9 of spades goes into the muck. Randy Moss has showed up again.
Yeah, so we've seen the players loosen up a little bit here, 5-handed. They're chit-chatting with one another, but the play is kind of tightened up. But
How many walk it is?
in their defense, these holdings have been pretty dusty.
Yeah, David getting a walk there with the 5 high.
So this is just a stage we're going through right now, a stage of players chit-chatting, looking at dusty hands, and the next stage can sometimes be pretty exciting. Start opening it up with queen high and stuff.
You both supposed to remember the walk. Courtesy walk over here. These guys are asking for a walk, you guys.
Fuat got the ace-8.
Here we go, ace-8 under the gun. That'll raise it up. It's 225,000 now.
Thank you.
You can't give me a walk in every
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
Pardon me, looks like 175 to raise. I thought 225 would seem a little hefty there as I peek. Looks like 175, and it's good enough for
Ace, I show ace.
good enough for a takedown. No resistance.
And want to mention some stuff going on throughout the state of Texas for
What do you got?
TCH. Right now, the Spring Shuffle going on at TCH Social in Austin. They've got a couple more events before we get to the 17th, the true St. Patrick's Day there. But also, this bad boy coming up here, the Trailblazer season finale.
Whew.
If you want to play in that main event, you don't have to be in Austin. You can fire a bullet in Las Colinas, Dallas, Spring, or Houston on those dates. Check it out here in a minute. Go back to the table here.
There you go, the 26th and the 27th for our friends here in Dallas and Las Colinas.
Yeah, dude. I run good. Not just playing cards.
140, 140.
All in. Blinds are 70.
All right, Lizard raised it up with that queen 9. Did I mention? Queen 9's good enough for a raise, 140,000 in the cutoff, and David will rip it from the button with the ace queen. He's all in,
4 or 5.
and it's back to Lizard.
Always wrong timing.
All right, David, now the one with the alligator blood. He's just kind of been hanging
Hanging
around.
around.
Can't get rid of him.
8 big blinds work better than anybody I've seen.
Yeah, we got to a hand pretty fast there. So one more, if you were a little confused with what I was saying, if you want to go play in that 500K main event season finale for the Trailblazer Tour in Austin, you can fire a bullet at any of these other locations for day 1. If you make it to day 2, you will go down to Austin and play in the day 2 season finale.
So Dallas and Las Colinas, both the same day, the 26th and the 27th. Who have day 1s. If you make it through that, you head to Austin for day 2 and see how many chips you can pile up, get a piece of that fat prize pool.
All in for Lizard, waking up with the crabs.
Pocket 3s, and he's in there.
Fuat is a little interested here.
Damn, you have that much?
It's really not that much, though. Yeah, he is going to make the call.
It's probably just a skosh over the price he wanted to hear, but He'll make the call for 455,000. Lizard's going to be at risk. Pocket threes versus 2 overs.
Best case scenario for the ace-7.
Ace-7 for
Best
Fulak.
case scenario for the threes.
7 in the window. Queen 5-7's the flop. 9 of hearts.
3 and a 3 only.
Lizard down to a 3.
Oh,
No good. It's the 4 of spades, and that will eliminate Lizard.
missed him by 1, and that is going to do it. Great run by our friend, Mr. Lizard. Finishing in 5th place, taking home $2,815. 5th place out of 195. Great job, Lizard, and we will see you again.
Great job, Lizard. It's always fun to visit with him, whether it be on a poker tournament table or just out there in the room or whatnot. And good to see him make that run today.
He has a pair. He's happy to get
28-15 for Lizard. Now the players are guaranteed 36.45, so these pay jumps starting to kick in a bit. Players are guaranteed now $3,645.
Yeah, sometimes being on a final table, that is just part of it. Hanging around, laddering up, and that is exactly what our 9-seed David has done. Gotten it all in a few times with short stacks, survived, and now he's guaranteed $3,600 when he could have been out super early.
Yeah, and he's a pretty good player too. So
absolutely,
even though he's gotten stuck kind of bottom feeding here at this final table, which he's comfortable with, he can handle that. But he can also handle it if he gets rolling. So you want to keep an eye on him.
And they have deuce to 7.
Doing a great job giving himself an opportunity to hang around, and now ladders up all the way in the top 4.
It's fun.
What's the guarantee?
I don't think they're guaranteed. It's just like they're doing like a mixed thing every once.
Yeah, really, this is a good final 4 for this table. Every player has given themselves pretty good opportunities to hang around, to chip up, and Fuat was super low, and David's been super low twice. And
Well, that first one looked like an A. So
NRG's done a nice job of handling a significant chip lead. Still cruising along over there at $3.5 million.
Gary saying the first card looked like an ace, and Zeus.
Card down.
Zeus just flung a card off the table. Slippery little suckers.
Well, it's probably going to get 50 to 60, kind of like this. I would assume on a Sunday, St. Patty's Day, everybody's off Monday. It's going to get a good show.
Who's off Monday?
I believe they are talking about the tournament going on tomorrow over at Las Colinas as well. A Sunday tournament.
That's right.
And let me get on my little Poker Atlas app and check that out. I'll let you guys know the deets on that one.
Thanks for the service.
Thanks, bro.
Tomorrow, Sunday the 16th.
Sunday.
Pot of Gold tournament.
There you go, pot of gold.
$240 to get in. 25K guarantee. You start out with 30,000 chips. So fun.
250,
Yeah,
240?
240. One-day tournament tomorrow.
That is a fantastic one-day event coming at you, and that will be at Texas Card House,
Las
Colinas. $240 buy-in for a $25,000 guarantee.
And just like all of our tournaments, they're going to smash that guarantee on a Sunday. What else are you going to do on a Sunday? It's not football season.
No.
Baseball season isn't officially here yet. So what are you going to do on a Sunday?
That's why we call it Smashville. We smash guarantees.
Get over there to Las Colinas, play in that tournament. Pot of Gold, they're calling it. Maybe they'll even have some St. Patty's Day beverage specials, maybe some green beer.
I'll be dealing there tomorrow, and I'd forgotten that was happening tomorrow, so you just reminded me.
Y'all go say hello to the
That's
R
right.
the R Jizzle,
I'll be
DePrizzle.
there.
RJ Dupree will be there tomorrow dealing.
Feel free to say hi, say hello, give me the bird, whatever.
All right, here we go. David is all in again. Tournament life on the line.
He's got an ace, and he's not afraid to use it. It's ace-5 this time. Might find some resistance as Dragon is on the button with an ace-10.
Yeah, David just under 7 big blinds here. Got to get it in.
Yeah, set at the price of 7 big blinds. That's
Timing, though, is impeccable.
pretty nice price here for an ace-10.
There's also a single draw, deuce to 7 at Dallas. Our boy Eric Trexler.
All I'm allergic to those.
What a threat.
I like
What a
that.
threat.
That's right. The pump
Ooh,
fake
the
full
ace
tilt.
10 did let it go.
Ace 10 in the muck, and Dave shows an ace. Interesting.
Yeah.
See everything. I saw that
What was
pump
your
fake.
other card?
Yeah,
The birds.
Yeah, it was an ace.
the birds, yeah. These guys are at least when they show a hand, they're doing a nice job of lying about it. So you gotta appreciate
I
that.
had an
You got
ace.
an ace as well?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7 blinds there.
I don't know if I'm gonna like
Oh,
it.
can y'all rescan y'all's cards there?
Yeah, he gave away the information there if anyone would have heard it. But right.
Little improved ace for the Dragon here.
yeah, this time Dragon has ace queen.
All right, Rebel Poker, as long as you're hanging out in the chat before the night's over, I am going to hit you with an even worse dad joke than you've told. So just be ready for it.
Probably shouldn't.
Not doing jokes on command tonight, but just know it's coming.
You have to be a dad?
You don't have to be a dad.
Oh, okay. Good. Because I have not figured out how to make that happen yet.
Have you been watching the stream at all?
Well,
Have you been
9th grade biology would have probably taught you that.
Let us know.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
pull
don't.
up.
What kind of coach is this?
Where's
Tell
the
us
iPad?
how
with
many
the
times you
charts?
lie.
Where's the iPad with the
I lie a
charts?
lot. What are you talking about?
Somebody's standing on the rail. They're wondering if they're given. What was the situation in the World Series of Poker?
Now they're talking smack to the rail.
Yeah, somebody's maybe giving them some pointers after the hand. Not happening here. They're just talking some smack, but yeah. That whole situation at the WSOP where had some rail giving them some card information.
Yeah.
Kind of frowned upon. Still technically legal.
9-10.
Technically legal, but frowned upon. Yeah, and I know that, you know, even during breaks and rail visits,
Simulations. They were looking at sims, right? That's
here
what they're doing.
they've talked about previous hands and whatnot, and there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do that. But you definitely shouldn't be looking at sims.
Yeah, we're on a 15-minute delay.
You shouldn't be
Sometimes
looking at sims.
we do a different, even longer delay sometimes. But yeah, if they want to find out information on hands from friends or family or somebody in the room, they won't be able to do that for 15 minutes after that hand actually was played. So it's kind of silly to even try. Like Nick's leaving the stage right now, you think he's maybe going back and checking 50. Who cares, right? It happened,
Right.
happened 15 or 20 minutes ago.
I think he's just texted Dad.
Saying, what's up, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
If he's texting us, asking us what happened on hand number, 43, he can eat what, because we ain't telling him nothing. We're
We've
busy.
been busy.
90.
Fuat hitting a pair here. He is way good at the moment.
All right. Way good.
Uh-oh.
He will bet that pair, but he gets some
Interesting.
company here. Dragon's going to hang around with the Queen 5.
I'm Nick, man.
I know I've seen you like.
Yeah. Everywhere, probably.
Hart comes in, and he is going to bet again. Dragon check to him. And unless this is a serious card misread, he's holding a Queen 5 offsuit and thinking about making a call here.
Ace 9.
He does.
Makes a call, and Fuat shows the pair.
And evidently, ace 9 way good. Queen 5 no good. All right, interesting there.
NRG, I guess that's your
That's my alias. It's my initials. I'm Nicholas Gwynn.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting there. You saw David and Nick introduce
They play
themselves to
in
each
these
other.
tournaments all the time, but
They
they just
absolutely
have never introduced each other. Yeah.
And you know that.
There you go. You're seeing it here first, guys. You can make friends at final tables here at Texas Card House.
That's right.
All while
and I
winning.
can promise you, those two have played together several times.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just now introducing themselves to one another, and it's shocking to us that they didn't know each other.
All in for the ace 4.
David's all in.
Yeah, can't get rid of it. All right, so this is what Kiwi does. She,
Oh,
she
my
comes in the
goodness. I know
chat
it.
and
I
she
know
lets
it.
us know what we're missing. She is cooking a slow cooked roasted lamb shanks with mint garlic roasted potatoes with honey glazed carrots, steamed broccoli, cauliflower, and white
I heard
sauce.
something vibrating.
I don't know how long it takes to get down to New Zealand,
Yeah.
but get in the Go-Go Gadget helicopter maybe and head down that way.
I don't think a helicopter will make it either.
No? Yeah, we'll get to the Bermuda Triangle and we'll crash and burn, eh, Mav?
250.
Sounds amazing, though. All right, FW Dragon trying to sneak that limp in under the gun here. Blinds are 80,000 now.
Yeah.
Fuat raises to 250,000.
Yeah, and FW Dragon has not come back with a 3-bet or anything after these limps, so players are going to continue to raise him when he's limping in here.
He's been going to the flop or folding, and this time he'll fold.
But he just loses, you know, 1 blind, and that's all she wrote. But those blinds do mean something. They have monetary value.
Blinds are important, especially four-handed.
Big blind.
DJ, next week you're here.
But you sneak a couple of those in and take down some pots.
Cliff's Notes, I use that phrase all the time, and I get so disappointed when people under the age of 30 have no clue what I'm talking about when I say,
Yep.
Talk to me, Goose.
Watch that canopy.
Talk to me, Goose. NRG opening up the game a little bit with the King 3. A lot easier to jam with your small aces there versus making a call to an open. David does let that one go.
Yeah, he's been able to open up a couple times with some weak lettering holdings and able to take advantage of that chip lead that he's had all night. Still sitting around 3.3 million for NRG. Fuat has climbed all the way back. He's up to 2.7
and he has red chips as well, so
can't pick on him about
being
red chipless anymore.
4 flights and 3 days to get to New Zealand. The lamb shanks will be gone by then. Well, dadgummit. Thank you again, though, for giving us something to look forward to.
5th to 4th was like 800, and now it's
David Ty having some Vietnamese pho.
out of nowhere.
Somebody do an even shot.
2,400, and then 4,000, then 5,000. It's like goes from 8 to 24.
I had some stinky to-go food tonight.
Double, 3x, double.
Fuat smashing this flop.
It just looks weird.
Getting the best of FW Dragon the last couple of orbits. He's going to let it go.
I almost jammed people, but I mean, like, you got queens there.
All right, Rebel Poker. Here it comes, buddy. We're about to drop the boom on you.
The boom.
Where does a rainbow go when he breaks the law?
I want to know what the best part of Barry's story is? Remember, brother.
To prism. It's a light sentence. I'll be here all night, boys and girls. It's a light sentence. Worst dad joke ever.
And he wasn't even here to enjoy it.
Oh, he's here.
Okay,
He's in the
he's
chat.
here.
You know Rebel's not going anywhere.
No, it's on Saturday.
That's our boy.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
I'm hoping I'll be there.
Fuat just going to try the call at the small blind, and he is almost chipped up.
His brother's wedding?
He is right on the heels of NRG.
Must be your
Yeah,
brother's
picked up that
wedding.
last pot as well, and he's going to flop open-ended here as we get a flop of 10-10-8. NRG has 4 high.
Checked it to him, and NRG is going to oblige and put out a bid. Heart. NRG with the only heart.
Queen of hearts here. Not Fuat's favorite card.
Choparuski.
Now we have managed to find ourselves a chop card on this river. If we can get to showdown, but we will not. Fuat bets it out.
Love that play there. Do not allow NRG to bet again. And just like that, we have a new chip leader, boys and girls. Fuat.
Fuat has climbed and climbed and climbed, and he is now the chip leader. Four-handed. 3.2 million for Fuat, 3.0 for NRG. Dragon still hanging around at 995,000. David, the shorty over there at 540.
Shorty at 540. Oh, Lordy.
No, it's okay for both of them. Actually.
And the chat is talking about dinner and pho and some lamb chops.
Shanks.
Shanks.
All in.
All in.
All in for the pocket sevens. Position,
Yeah, NRG.
aggression.
So if anybody
Actually,
wants,
not position, out of position.
Yeah,
He's
and
actually in the small blind there.
I got a pair, and I'm able to.
Yeah, not wanting to just go to flops a lot of times
Yeah.
with your pairs.
Shorty right behind him. The Schmedium stack.
See,
had
told you.
limped.
Told you Rebel would hear my joke. I even got a laugh out of it. Yep. Just
Well
remember,
done, Rebel.
Just remember, Rebel, it was a light sentence. And you got to say it with like a really cheesy voice too, like I did. That really adds to the person looking at you like you're an absolute idiot when you tell them that joke. And that's the result we're all going for when we tell dad jokes.
What time is it? It's about 5:30.
It's terrible, RJ. Ace King, all in.
All in. David's got ace king. He's ripped it.
Yeah, and NRG may have to call here for this price. Yeah, he is going to. He is dominated, but that 8 is live,
Here we
as
go.
are the hearts.
All right, NRG, open it up from the button here with that king 8, so he's got to call the all in for David. Ace king lands for David. And
Oh,
open-ended here
snap.
on the turn.
Oh my!
Oh,
and the
my
poker
gosh.
gods. Poker gods did it to him.
And that is our naughty run out of the night. The 7 on the hearts, 10 on the river.
Gross for
And
David.
king 8 knocks out David and his ace king.
Well, great run for David. He hung around forever, it seemed, with a short stack and navigated some really tough spots. But he's going to finish in 4th place after that dirty enchilada run out. 36.45 for 4th place out of 195 entries today. Great job, David. We will see you in the room, of course. He plays in almost all of our big tournaments.
Plays in a lot of them, plays well in a lot of them. He will definitely be back here on TCH Live. Nice job, Dave. Congrats on your 4th place finish tonight.
Yeah, new chip leader once again. Nick is taking it back after knocking out the 9 seat. And big stack battle, here we go.
Queen Jack 6, nice flop here for Fuat. Jack 9 lands.
Yeah,
NRG's got a gut shot and 2 overs.
we're calling with our pairs here.
Yeah, we're
Check.
We are 3-handed now.
Check.
Jack 9 going to take it down. Now let's see how this dynamic plays out here. We're 3-handed, 2 players with over 3.5 million, and our 2 seat
Fairboard River lady, so you can look.
is going to be our short stack at 595. He is going to be, what is that, under 7?
That's what I had. That's exactly what I
Just
had.
in between 7 and 8 big blinds with 2 big stacks to his left. He is on the button. Great time to wake up with a hand here for FW Dragon. I'll give a shout out to Gary here as he's going to try to run it up, but that is not going to do it. The 7-3 off.
7-3 in the muck, so Fuat will open it up here. Jack 5 offsuit. He wants to put a little pressure on NRG here. He's going after some of those chips.
Brian P. 1 kilo.
How much you have?
Cliff Notes, I think for the 2 seat, yeah, any ace is probably going to be a jam.
Yeah,
Had he woken up with one right there, that would have been a great opportunity.
Yeah, definitely from the button.
All that extra money out there.
Oh, Daryl.
He will have the ability to make some tougher folds here now that he's in the blinds. If he just wakes up with trash and he's getting jammed on. But yeah, 3-handed here. Tough spot to be in. He's got 160,000 of his remaining chips already in this pot.
All right, Kiwi Special going to go knock down some of that amazing dinner.
Yeah, 3-way all in from Fuat.
Fuat raised it up from the button, ace 10 on the button.
Fuat's lucky, obviously, that NRG wakes up with an 8-3, right? Because you're jamming.
Sure.
A jam is always risky.
Yeah, it'd be more advised there to raise at a
Yeah.
reasonable amount so that you don't have to risk your chips with the chip leader behind you.
Well, here we go. The 9-7 at risk. FW Dragon made the call.
Ace, 6, 9. Both players land a flop here. Or both players landing a pair. Open-ended now.
Oh.
Deuce of hearts.
We just got done seeing somebody get a beneficial run out just like this. It is not going to work out for FW Dragon, but great job, Mr. FW Dragon.
Nice job, Dragon. He's going to finish in third place tonight, a prize of $6,020.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice ladder up from $36.45 at $6,020 for third place.
Now the remaining players are guaranteed a payout of 5 digits, $10,000 for second place, a little over $15,000 up top, $15,145.
All right. Easy peasy for Zeus here. Players are sitting right next to each other. No need to reach and stretch all across the table, as we've had happen before.
Yeah.
Heads up. And let's see how these two players handle the heads-up battle. Fuat waking up with an ace at the first hand.
And yeah, these two players both can be fairly active, so it should be interesting to see how they battle it out here, heads up.
Took us 94 hands to get down to the final two.
Small blind.
Got to get those blinds out there. Ace King and King Deuce, both strong hands heads up. A suited king and an ace king off.
300.
300, and look how fast the King Deuce calls. Jack 7-4. All right, being told maybe we have a misread on this hand 95. So we will let this sucker play out and see what happens here. Okay, misread on the board. I see it now. It was a 2 on the turn, not a 9. A jack of diamonds on the river, not an 8 of spades. So yeah, just eliminate that 9. Ace King, not good. King Deuce is going to be good, and that is a 1.35 million chip pot for Fuat.
100 back, I guess. No, it's, oh yeah, it's,
yeah, that chip count is going to be wrong because it was Fuat that won that hand. So that may have to get corrected. Y'all bear with me. We're going to be a little lost for a second as Fuat has a pretty big chip lead right now, not the other way around. It's showing NRG with the chip lead. Fuat has the big chip lead right now after that 1 million plus pot. They're trying to get that corrected. Here's Zeus talking to the production team. Fuat's going to take down another. We have definitely had a good time tonight. Thank y'all very much for joining us on a Saturday night, St. Patty's Day weekend. Montreal versus the Turk, indeed. All right, David, that's terrible. Why does water taste so bland? Because it's not supposedly flavored. You guys are killing us tonight. There we go. Chip count is corrected. Fuat with 4.6 milli. NRG with 2.96. On the button with a king. Usually good for an open.
Sterling, 1-2, no limit.
Fuat, though, waking up with an ace-queen, and he quickly grabs a chunk of red chips and throws them in there. Quick fold from Nick. Fuat is going to show him the hand, let him know that he was in pretty rough shape there.
Attention players, we are opening a brand new 1-2 PLO on table 11 for the following players only.
Man, 15 minutes ago would have been, what, 11:25, and they're opening a brand new 1-2 PLO game on a Saturday night. Love hearing that.
Yeah, I just walked through the room, and there's plenty of action out there. Brand new PLO games, another new 1-2 Hold'em game here at the door.
Nick waking up with the ace-king. He's going to take that one down. So some big hands being dealt. Haven't had the collision just yet with two big hands at the same time.
Table 11, brand new 1-2.
Zeus getting these hands out fast. NRG again waking up with a nice suited ace. Ace-jack this time. And again, Fuat's waking up with a suited king. These are strong hands. Heads up.
So blinds are 80,000 here, but Nick, Mr. NRG, electing to go with the all-ins over the idea of just throwing out some raises. There's a look at what we're playing for. Second place, 10,165. Top prize, 15,145.
Just a skosh under a 5K pay jump right now.
Just a skosh.
Check on the flop. Another 7 on the turn here. NRG does have top pair. Fuat may want to look him up for that small size with king high.
Yeah, that check on the flop definitely
He
makes
said
it
good
interesting.
bluff. He said good bluff. Didn't believe him. So yeah, you said you just walked through the room. I'm looking at it now on the Poker Atlas app. 13 1-2 tables on a Saturday night here in Dallas. 6 PLO tables, 1-2. There's a 2-5 game going. Of course, we have these 2 tournament tables still going.
Yep.
Pretty cool for a Saturday night. And of course, Las Colinas going to be popping off as well. We'll go through those numbers here in a second. But if you want to know where to come play poker in the DFW area, Texas Card House, we've got 2 locations.
Yeah, about 20 games running here in Dallas, and probably another 25 or so over at Las Colinas.
Jack 88 on the flop. Neither player landing.
Still R, 1-2 PLO.
King ball.
King ball. Ace high still best, all the way up 72% in equity. He will bet and take it down.
28 tables over there at Las
There
Colinas
we
right
go.
now. So about damn near 50 cash game tables going on between
Hurting
2
here.
clubs that are less than 10 miles apart. Las Colinas and TCH Dallas. If you're wanting to come and check out the poker scene in DFW, this is where it's at. Texas Card House.
Alex, you're table 13, 1-3.
Yeah, and don't forget about that tournament tomorrow, the $240 buy-in, $25,000 guarantee at TCH Las Colinas. That is a special event just for St. Patrick's Day weekend.
The pot of gold
Pot
special.
of gold. So yeah, $240. Grab your closest 240. Get out there. Get you a piece of that $25,000 guaranteed prize pool.
Fuat now with a 3-1 chip lead.
King deuce 9. Neither player landing a pair here. 10-6 with the best of it. And a gutty.
Checks to Nick. Nick is going to bet his 5 high. Much needed pot there for NRG.
I'll try to get it.
Yeah, you can see those chip counts swaying towards the way of Fuat. He's up to 5.7 million. NRG down to 2.0. All the way down to 2 million here. So
another king high for Fuat. He's going to put in a good size raise here. 240.
240, okay.
Louise, 1-2 transfer. Go ahead, take 12.
It reads the burns.
Yeah, hopefully I don't eat my words, but I really feel like Nick will be patient here and find a really good spot. But it's tough, though, if you keep getting dealt trash.
Yeah.
You can dwindle down really far.
And he's
I scooted closer to them over there.
he's been willing to use the all-in maneuver from the button, too. So that obviously can get you in a race situation or sometimes dominated, so you never know. But
Well, this is the kind of flop he's going to need when he is
Yeah,
dealt
buddy.
these trash hands.
3-3-4, pretty good flop for 5-3.
Thought he might allow Fuat to try to catch up a little bit when you have just so much of that board, but
Yeah, he's been a little bit unlucky in that Fuat hasn't landed much. He did have a gut shot a while ago that he let go of, but
that was a big spot there. Landed trips with a 5-3.
HC, 1-2 kilo.
yeah, so sometimes the idea of utilizing the all-in maneuver can be great if it works, but obviously you don't have to study analytics too hard to know that if it doesn't work, it could be the end of your tournament.
Jack ball on the river. Nobody with a 9 in their hand. The Jack 6 is going to get it done.
NRG's got somebody got a pair? No. Oh, the Jack hit a pair. They both hit a pair.
All right, Felipe going to do a quick color up for these players.
Let's color these guys up. Get some of these chips off the table.
Reminder, 9 for 99 time special is going on right now in Dallas. It's also going on Wednesdays in March in Austin, if you're in the Austin area, 9 for 99. But this same special here is going on all month long at both locations in Dallas, TCH Dallas and Las Colinas. And the other big thing going on in Austin, of course, they've got the Spring Shuffle Tournament Series finishing up this weekend. The Trailblazer finale, though, is going to come up. The final Trailblazer Series coming up. You can actually play day one, fire a bullet. Main event flights are going on at the various locations. Las Colinas, Dallas on the 26th and 27th. And then the spring location on the 30th. And then that final Houston one is going to be the Houston location on the 31st. And that is a day one. And if you make it to day two, you'll go down to Austin and play in that sucker.
Now this is my kind of style right there. You know, I'm kind of a lazy poker player, so I might fire a bullet here in Dallas, and if I were to collect a bag, and then they tell me to go to Austin, I'll be like, well, I guess I'll go to Austin.
So again, that is the Trailblazer finale. The one they just had in Houston had 600,000 in the prize pool, so they went over the prize pool guarantee by over 100,000. Well, now they're doing 6 different flights at other locations other than where the tournament's actually being played in Austin.
So they're going to
So I think they're going to smoke that. Yeah, it's going to be over $1 million, which always means it's going to be 200 probably plus for first place. So it's an $800 buy-in. You know, not obviously a cheap tournament, but the value is definitely there.
And congrats to Mr. Hunter for taking down the Trailblazer main event down there in Houston.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I know he had mentioned that poker tournaments are stupid, but he might start playing a few of them, and by golly, he binked that one. So.
He did bink that one. I believe he'll play in a few more tournaments. So we've got a few more minutes of break. We're going to put ourselves on the camera.
Hello, there
there's
we are.
RJ.
I was taking a nap, man.
If you want to play tomorrow in the Pot of Gold tournament in Las Colinas, you might see this good-looking son of a gun right here. He's got his lucky hat on. He's wearing green. I'm not, so I guess you can pinch me, but it's not officially St. Patrick's Day. So
I was just
keep
ready
your
to
hands
party.
to yourself, buddy.
A little early.
But yeah, Pot of Gold tournament tomorrow is going to be in Las Colinas. RJ will be dealing. It's a $240 buy-in, 25K guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute level. So it's going to be a nice, full day tournament. If you've got your Sunday available, come out, fire at that sucker tomorrow, and see what kind of prize it's going to be. It's going to be pretty nice, I imagine.
Yeah, a $25,000 guarantee. It's a random tournament. Don't really know what to expect, right? But
could be a 40K, could be a 50K total prize pool. They're gonna smoke it. We know they are.
Could very well have a couple of players in the 5-digit club again tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be really awesome to have a Sunday tournament. Shoot, I'm not doing much tomorrow. Maybe I'll go over there and fire in that sucker.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You never know. Jacob, you want to fire in that sucker? He's got to work. Jacob in production has got to work. Come on.
Too.
Are you going to be dealing over there? Dealing here? Okay. Right on. Well, go by and see everybody tomorrow over there. The players should be coming back to the table.
Hello,
you guys
David
have any questions in the chat? Fire away now. What do you think about tonight's performance? A lot of really fun hands that we can kind of go back through. But
yeah, it's been a fun evening of hands.
Now we've got complete flip. NRG had the chip lead almost the entire tourney.
Right.
Now Fuat's kind of got him on his heels a little bit. So what is NRG now going to do to get himself back in this tourney,
Yeah, well, first off, he's going to have to make a hand, right? I mean,
going to have to make a hand.
You got to get that
like
double.
The trip threes he just had. I really wanted to see him check there, but
he's in a position now where he's got to find that double up spot. Yeah. So he'll be searching for that. And if you can get that, then you're back to work, back on the climb.
For sure. And I apologize. You got our big faces, Brad.
We got some coffee. Thank you.
But we switched from coffee to Coke Zero. I don't know if you saw the recent news that drinking a Coke a day takes 12 minutes off of your life, I think it said, or 12 days. But Coke Zero, that's why it's called Coke Zero. It takes 0 days off of your life. So drink Coke Zero, folks. You heard it here first. It's science. RFK told me. So just look into that.
Well, if everything I drink, if I have to count the days that takes off my life from everything I drink, like I'm going to need a calculator.
Yeah. Yeah, we're super caffeinated tonight in here. That is for darn sure. I've gone through, really just a latte and a quarter, because 3/4 of it's on the floor, and a half of Rain energy drink. Total body fuel. It's got branched chain amino acids in it and electrolytes. And if it's got electrolytes, you know it's good.
You know it's good.
False advertising, but we still drink it.
So you're hydrated and dehydrated at the same time.
Absolutely.
I like that.
All right, you can see the countdown. 40 seconds, and these two players are coming back, and boom, there they are. Mr. Fuat and Mr. Nick Gwynn, NRG, back to battle. Fuat has got him on the ropes. He's got 6.24 million. NRG 1.56. A lot of work to do.
It is a fun little spot here. If you've been around Texas Card House Dallas, of course you're familiar with Fuat. He will jump into tournaments, and he is extremely willing to rebuy. So he has become famous in that. A lot of folks recognize Fuat because he will get in the early levels of a tournament and fire away.
Absolutely.
And so it's fun for him to find himself in this position. Heads up tonight here at the big one, Texas Card House Dallas.
Well, since we were telling terrible jokes all night long, can you believe that the best joke I've heard all night long is going to come from all the way in New Zealand, from Kiwi herself?
Oh, yeah?
What fruit likes to go on a slide?
What fruit is that?
A kiwi! Well done, Kiwi Special. That's the joke of the night right there.
Kiwi Special. Bringing the heat.
Bringing the heat.
Love it. And cooking them up just right down there.
You can clean your toilet with Coke. You absolutely can. You can also get the acid off the battery when it gets corroded. So you know it's got to be good for your stomach, right?
Got to be.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Zeus back in the box. Fuat and NRG.
Shout out to Zeus, by the way. I haven't
back to the heads-up
even
battle.
said anything kind about Zeus tonight. He's a rock star.
Yeah, I have. So you've been over there just being silent, not talking about your coworkers.
Pardon me, Zeus.
What a jerk. It's all about you, isn't it, RJ?
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
King Jack 6. We're back to action. Fuat landing the best of it with his Jack Deuce.
Taking it down. One of our favorites, who also plays a lot of tournaments, Mr. Mark Donovan. Says, nice stream, guys. So I appreciate it. Mark, always.
One more.
Always fun seeing you out there on the tables.
I think I have the latte hiccups.
I just did it, you know, at the same time.
All right, Fuat going to raise it up here. Queen 6 of diamonds on the button. And
Yeah.
RG, he's got 2 letters, a queen and a jack.
And this is one of those weird spots, right? Queen high, 6 kicking. He says, no, thank you. Lets it go.
Nice job there by both players there. Suited queen 6, able to open up from the button. And if you get resistance, throw it in them up.
Yeah, you just don't want to, you know, give your opponent a free double up, you know, if he's got you in a spot like you had him there. Queen Jack, this time, limp train for Nick. Does land
a jack.
A jack, yeah. Bets it and takes it down. Brad saying, what sound does James Bond doorbell make? Dong.
Ding,
Ding
dong.
Well played, sir.
Fantastic. Gotta love it when a dad's joke night breaks out here on TCH Live. Glad to see everyone's enjoying it, including me.
6-3, 10-8, couple of diamonds, couple of draws for both players here.
All right, diamond draw here for NRG.
We needed some red cards on the turn for some blood.
Yeah, check on the flop. NRG leads out here on the turn. 9 of hearts. That will give 10 high the check mark.
Yeah, and you can't check it even though you missed, and I like this bet by NRG. Fuat sitting there with a 6 high, can't do anything. And well done by NRG.
Hand 112. So a steady pace tonight to get through our final table of 9 players.
My favorite suited semi connector, 7-9. Tries to get in there and gets immediately raised.
By a dominating hand.
I'm loving the pace, right? We've got one of the fastest
these
dealers.
two don't mess around, yeah.
One of the fastest dealers west of the Mississippi, and we got 2 players that don't tank very often that make their decisions
This is
pretty
kind of
quickly.
a perfect combination of dealer and 2 players for heads up.
We're getting to see a lot of hands here. All in and a call. Here we go.
There you saw a
wow, 10 Dewey.
call, all in, call.
I said Nick was going to be patient. He said to heck with it.
Yeah, he jumped on it with that 10 deuce, and it got immediately called by Fuat in the pocket 5. So Nick's at risk here.
Ooh, he could use a 5 here.
10 or a 5 for Nick.
10 or a 5. No, can't hit a 5. It's got to be a 10. Yeah. And that is going to do
That'll
it.
do
just
it.
like
The 9
that.
of hearts is a brick.
Wow.
And Fuat eliminates NRG, so that will be a championship hand for Fuat tonight.
Wow, wow, wow. So NRG, who had the chip lead the entire time, that's always tough to hang on to a chip lead for an entire
Kudos to him,
Kudos
though.
to him,
He did
yeah.
a great job handling that chip lead from like 9-handed all the way down to 3 or 2. Still had a chance to win it.
Very rare that somebody with a chip lead just takes over 8 other players and wins the tournament.
Kudos to both those players.
Yeah,
Fantastic
they both knocked out guys tonight.
Fuat was super short at one point.
Yeah, $10,165 for Nick Gwynn. Great job, Nick. And Fuat, our winner of the big one here, $15,145 smackaroonies.
Man, congrats to both
He'll
those
probably
guys.
come
Great
back
job.
to the table in just a second and get his picture taken. There is our tournament director tonight, working the floor, Mr. Felipe. Great job working these tournaments. Fuat may not come back, so we're just going to put our ugly faces on the camera one more time.
That one.
RJ Dupree, thank you for coming in and doing your thing.
You bet,
Always
man.
always great to do this with
Saturday
you.
night, where would you rather be? TCH Live right here at Texas Card House, Dallas.
Yeah, and great job for our production team, which was held tonight, held down by Jacob by himself. So great job making everything smooth, keeping those chip counts correct, making sure the cards were read great. It was smooth sailing tonight.
Making sure everybody can see my green sweater.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great job, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in on a Saturday night. We will see y'all Tuesday night, our cash stream here.
Yep.
And, of course, next week's tournament. So
I'll see a lot of you tomorrow night at the Pot of Gold tournament, or tomorrow day at Las Colinas.
TCH Las Colinas.
The Pot of Gold tournament, and then we'll be back on TCH Live Tuesday night.
Happy stacking, folks. Get after it.
Good
See
night.
ya.